Honestly, she said that the last time. She's like, I don't know if he's screwing with me.
I know, I should. I think I am.
You know what you should do? Do it, and then like at the very end of the title, say, "Just kidding." This.
How did she watch or did she? Oh, she watched.
You're invited to bring your items for recycling.
Cool ass Lisa.
South parking lot off 14th and North Streets for the Bakersfield Recycles Day event. Batteries, electronics, large and small.
Buzz.
Box springs, used clothes, and even surplus construction materials are all allowed. That's from 8 to noon. I'm Fred Davis in the KPRN newsroom. News every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
What do you think? The Army where you shoot them a mile away? You gotta get them close like that. Maybe you throw their brains all over your nice Ivy League suit.
It's the Ralph Bailey Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Understand me? You hear me? Call from an outside line. I mean it.
Call in or text to 661-842-KERN. That's 661-842-5376. Listen live at KERNradio.com. Now, the host you've been waiting all day for. Live from the KERN studio, here's Ralph Bailey.
Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good afternoon to you, wherever you may be, however you may be listening, or however you may be viewing. For those subscribing on YouTube, it's the Ralph Bailey Show on a Friday, as we all hunker down for a weekend of weather here in Bakersfield. A lot of rain. Folks down in Los Angeles are getting ready for floods and mudslides. Pacific Palisades, Altadena area, getting all geared up. The Red Cross is ready. This is going to be a pretty serious rainstorm, particularly for the folks down in Los Angeles. And I'm just happy. I just had my apartment cleaned, so I am doing absolutely nothing tomorrow. I might break a record for fewest steps taken, just like Justin Fields last night. Good googly moogly. Did you see how many total yards he got? The over-under was 132.
That's what I was just about to tell you.
And
he got plenty of steps because he ran.
Yeah, that's what you got to bet now, his over-under on rushing yards. But the over-under on his passing yards was 132. And I think Randy told me he got 65.
Well, that was the week before. He had over 100 last night.
He didn't get 132.
No, he didn't get 132.
Good googly moogly. We got a busy Friday broadcast. Of course, Rick Bentley will join us at the bottom of the hour. I probably doubt Mr. Bentley is not aware of the Pope's 4 favorite movies, as we told you earlier in the week. But in case he doesn't, I'm in a quizzical mood today. I'm going to give him hints about the 4 films and see if he can guess them.
Okay, he wasn't listening yesterday.
Exactly. Or just read it in the news. And I'm sure I'm willing to bet. I'm guessing it's a 60-40 chance that he knows. 60% that he probably knows. I mean, he reads the news just as much as I do. That's where I found it. I found it on the Today Show. But we'll quiz him about that. And then our good friend David Brust is going to join us. He is a local restaurant owner, and he's got an event going on that he wants to tell you all about. We'll let him do that. And Lauren Skidmore might be with him. I'm not sure. She's with the Open Door Network there in conjunction on this event. But I know that David will be here. And then coming up in the 5, because of Chris and I's incompetence, we have 5 pairs of tickets to go see Megyn Kelly and Charlie Sheen. And so with 5 pairs, we can't even play TRBS Jeopardy because traditionally we play with 3 contestants. So what we're going to do in the 5 o'clock hour is I have a group of current event questions and, of course, a group of questions regarding,
I would assume Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. And so what you have to do, beginning at 5:05, call the broadcast. Chris will put you on hold. I'll ask you, you can choose between the current event question or the Megyn Kelly question. If you get it right, you got a pair of tickets. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Real simple. Shouldn't take us very long. The current event questions, I think, are easier than the Megyn Kelly questions. I don't know. I'm not sure, really. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll show them.
Some Megyn Kelly like super fans or something out there. You never know.
But I formulated the questions much like Jeopardy. You know, some Jeopardy questions you may not know the answer, but you can logic it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's why I tried to form them. Because who knows anything about Megyn Kelly's life and career? I mean, I know Megyn Kelly and I know something about her, but I don't know some of the questions that I asked. So I asked them in a manner that you could logic it out. So we'll do that. And Chris Christie, former governor of New Jersey, former presidential candidate, former Trump aide, wrote an incredible commentary that I want to share with you guys. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he is defending legal gambling. And I agree with him. And I've heard this argument before. I think Colin Cowherd's made this argument that legal gambling is what's exposing these guys, because the books are the ones that are getting cheated. So they're like, wait a minute. Chris Burdick just put $100,000 on Ralph Bailey to have less than 8 points, and that looks hinky. And they start following these guys. And when you make a series of weird bets and you start winning, you guys saw Casino. You know, remember the scene where they catch the two guys that are cheating the casino playing blackjack? What drew Robert De Niro to the guy? He kept winning. It's Vegas. Nobody keeps winning. And when you keep winning, you stand out. You look like a damn unicorn. And so that's what's investigating. And so Chris Christie is saying, with that's if it's bookies, nobody's going to rat anybody out. You know what I'm saying? If it's illegal gambling, nobody's going to rat anybody out. But you cheat Caesars, and they start monitoring your betting, and you're winning all the time on weird proposition bets. Yes, hello. Yes, I'm the CEO of Caesar's Palace. May I have the FBI, please? You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about that a little bit. And I got a bunch of miscellaneous news notes. Everybody's jumping on Kai Trump for reasons I really don't understand. This girl, have you been following Kai Trump at all?
Okay, so I saw it a little bit yesterday, how she was now in the LPGA.
She entered her first LPGA event. Did you see where she finished?
I did not see
Dead last.
Oh.
She's a senior in high school playing with 30, 35-year-old, 40-year-old women. She shot at 83. But I mean, come on. For a senior in high school to shoot an 83, that's not bad. Apparently, she bogeyed like the first 6 holes and just could never really,
now, is she a full-time member of the LPGA now? Or
No.
Just like a one-off?
No, yeah. She just, no. She's committed to, she's halfway through her senior year and she's committed to the University of Miami. To no surprise, being down there in Florida with her dad. You know, she got advice from, though, don't you?
Oh.
Her mama's boyfriend. Don't you know who her mama's boyfriend is?
Oh, Dustin.
Have you gone crazy?
Isn't it DJ?
No. You don't.
Justin Thomas, I'm sorry.
No. Justin Thomas is a married man with babies. You really don't remember who Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife is dating?
That's why I'm trying to figure out right now.
His name is Eldrick.
Oh, Tiger.
You didn't remember that? How could you not remember that? Yeah. And then Charlie and she go to the same high school.
Isn't there another golfer that's married to somebody within Trump's family or something like that? Or something? I'm probably throwing it off. It's probably something completely different.
But I do know Tiger.
I did not know that Tiger
was dating Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife.
Nah,
really?
Did not know that.
You didn't see Kai at the? Well, no, Tiger wasn't there. She was there with her grandfather at the Ryder Cup. She was there with the grandfather. But no, you haven't seen pictures and stuff, and you haven't heard talk about that. Yeah. They've been dating for a while. She said that he gave her the best advice. He told her to just have fun, relax, and just let whatever happens, happens. And that's great advice. She's a senior in damn high school. She had an 83 with 30-year-old woman. That's not bad. Imagine her on the first tee. You're 18 years old, and there's, Corda and all the, I can't name LPGA players, but Nelly Corda and all of that, and you're on the first tee. You're 18 years old. Are you kidding me? I would have vomited when I was 18 years old if I tried to play in a PGA Tour event. But we'll talk about that. And my favorite story of the day. A Canadian man stole a bus. He stole like an RTD bus, like a Get bus. But you say, well, what's this? So what, Ralph? Here's the best part of the story. He started picking up people and dropping off people. Come on, that's funny. The dude not only stole a bus, and I'm not even finished. Not only was he picking up people and dropping off people, he denied access to a guy whose bus card had expired. Now that's funny. No, you can't come on the bus that I just stole. The cops will be chasing me in about 15 minutes, but no, you can't get on the bus. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I know I'm weird. I found that to be funny. I really did. Let's go ahead and take our first break of the day, and we'll get into some serious news. I got a couple of things we'll get to before Mr. Bentley joins us at the bottom of the hour. Pam Bondi has assigned a prosecutor to follow Trump's orders. They're targeting Bill Clinton, Reid Hoffman, and by the suggestion of the president, J.P. Morgan Chase. This thing just gets stranger and stranger. And at the same time, it looks like this thing might pass in the Senate, this examination, this release of all the Epstein documents. And if it does, it's going to put the president of the United States in an uncomfortable position to veto or to sign. And if he vetoes this bill, if in fact it gets out of the Senate, I don't know. You never want to, it's like counting out Muhammad Ali. You never want to count him out. It's like saying Tiger's going to lose. But good googly moogly. I just don't think this thing's going to go away. And I think that the MAGA base will be, let's just say, incredibly disappointed if he tries to put the kibosh on this whole investigation. We'll talk about that. And as per my prediction, a big name is about to join the gubernatorial race. He's got name recognition, but he's a POS. But I'll be blunt with you. You could screw around and win. I'll tell you who it is after the break. It's the Ralph Bailey Show on a Friday. Giving away tickets to see Megyn Kelly and Charlie Sheen November the 30th?
I believe it's before that. I think it's next weekend.
The 20th?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, and there goes JR. He's outside the building. He's on the phone. Well, we'll tell you before we give them away when you're going to get them. In the meantime, it's our first break on this Friday. It's the Ralph Bailey Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. We're streaming live at kernradio.com. Mr. Bentley. Right here? You got a recent one?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh no, I got to talk about the damn thing. You got the one with the belly dancers?
No.
All right, I got it.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Vladimir Putin is now giving military training to middle schoolers. Yikes.
By Monday, we'll know if the stock market slide has continued. Has the AI bubble actually burst or not? And all the other news of the day, all the interesting stuff that happened over the weekend, we'll have it for you next. Armstrong and Getty Show.
Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Tomorrow is the night for the big belly dancing party going on in F Street at KC's Steakhouse. We had Cassie Biddle on earlier. She told you all about it. You can still get tickets available. It is a 5-course meal with some of their incredible craft cocktails and 3 different belly dancers that are going to entertain throughout the night. You can take pictures. And again, it's going to be an awesome night. They've got all kind of different cocktails that they've concocted themselves. And of course, Bobby will be providing live music in the main restaurant. And if you're done afterwards, or if you don't get tickets, the Stockyard is open as well. And Lottie is playing her acoustic guitar, providing live music in there. You can have dinner, you can have parties. In fact, as I've told you, the AGM, our Christmas party, is going to be in the Stockyard. It's a beautiful banquet room for meetings, parties, etc. Where would you rather be than on F Street in the capable hands of Cassie Biddle's incredible staff at KC Steakhouse, longtime sponsors of the Ralph Bailey Show?
King Door Company continues to set the standard in the garage door industry, and I'm here to tell you a few of the reasons why. First off, King Door carries closing doors, handles, and lift master openers, so you're guaranteed quality and reliability well beyond the reach of most garage door companies, and it just gets better from there. King Door has a fleet of fully stocked service trucks with all the parts and tools to handle any job quickly and efficiently, and those trucks are manned by the most knowledgeable technicians anywhere. They have all the technical expertise imaginable and the most up-to-the-minute training available. In fact, King Door is so committed to training that they have the King Door Academy, a full-size, state-of-the-art classroom right on the premises with all the latest teaching aids, including working garage doors to simulate
Buzz. Did you hear about the Pope's 4 favorite movies? Outstanding. I'm going to give you clues and see if you can guess what they are. Happy. Huh?
I'm assuming the Passion of the Christ isn't one of them.
Nor is Godfather.
That's everybody's fallback.
That's my first on my list.
People in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up. I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code
PIPE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
You're listening to The Ralph Bailey Show. Catch me weekday morning 6 to 9 a.m. on First Look with Scott Cox, News Talk 96.1 at AM 1180 KERN.
So Pam Bondi is going to follow the instructions of the president and is going to, she's already assigned a prosecutor, Jay Clayton, to go after Reid Hoffman, JP Morgan Chase, and Bill Clinton. And why this is problematic is, and I'm reading from the New York Times, Attorney General Pam Bondi has assigned the U.S. Attorney in Manhattan to investigate former President Bill Clinton and others named in Jeffrey Epstein's emails a few hours after President Trump ordered her to do so, a stark demonstration of her willingness to surrender the traditional independence of the Justice Department to serve Trump's personal political agenda. Thank you, she wrote to Trump in a post on X. Attorney Jay Clayton is one of the most capable and trusted prosecutors in the country, and I've asked him to take the lead. As with all matters, the department will pursue this with urgency and integrity to deliver the answers to the American people. Bondi's decision to press forward with the investigation is and listen to this, this is what is important. Bondi's decision to press forward with the investigation is a complete turnaround from a memo issued by the Justice Department and the FBI in July that said that officials had thoroughly scrutinized the Epstein files and found nothing in them that could sustain opening further inquiries into anyone. Now, first of all, I don't believe that. Do you believe that? That they have no evidence to go after anyone? And, okay, let's assume that she's telling the truth. Then why are you suddenly going after Clinton, which I think it's been documented that he didn't have anything to do with this, Reid Hoffman and JP Morgan Chase on the eve of the president instructing you to do so. Now, look, I understand that there's supposed to be a separation between the Department of Justice and the presidency. But let's be real. That's never really been the case. John Kennedy's attorney, do you know who John Kennedy's attorney general was?
Can't say I do.
His brother, Robert Kennedy. So, come on. You really think there was a distinction between what was going on in the White House and what was going on in DOJ between 1961 and November of 1963? That's ridiculous. Eric Holder and Barack Obama, you really think they were separate entities? That Eric Holder wasn't doing the bidding of Barack Obama? And really, you could say that just about any, but John Mitchell and Richard Nixon, you could say that about any AG and any president. To try to say that there's a complete separation is ridiculous. But this we've never seen before, where a president isn't even trying to be subtle about it. He's giving instructions on social media, and Bondi's following it. It's not as if there's like subtle meetings. No, he's saying on top of Mount Whitney, go after Bill. And then the next day, Bondi's like, I'm going after Bill. I mean, couldn't you at least be subtle about it? Just don't say anything, Mr. President. Let her go on and make it seem like it's an independent investigation. But this is wrong. I'm sorry. I would love to see Bill Clinton fry, but this is wrong. This isn't how we run government. And this whole thing is, they're going after Eric Swalwell, who, by the way, is going to announce next week, according to reliable sources, that he's going to run for governor. He's going to throw his name in. And he's under investigation by the DOJ, or soon will be. So this is going to get interesting. And there have been other emails that have been released, and they're politically used, obviously, but I think they support the president. I really do. And I pulled one where Michael Wolff is a irreputable, dishonest, disingenuous dirtbag of a journalist. And this guy was communicating with Epstein. He's written 4 books on the president as Wolff. And he was instructing, essentially, Epstein on how to blackmail the president of the United States. He wrote, now listen to this, and this is important because I'm going to go over this in the couple of minutes that I got left. I think you should let him, this is Wolff talking to Epstein. I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. That was in 2015, prior to the president's running. Now, here's why this is important, and this is why, in my opinion, this exonerates the president of the United States. He says, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hadn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you the ability to extort him, essentially. I'm paraphrasing now. But he doesn't say, if he denies sleeping with one of the girls, you've got him. He never says that. He never says, if he had sex with somebody at your house, you've got him. He simply says, if he says he wasn't on the plane or if he wasn't at the house, then you've got him. Hell, Bill Gates, we talked about this the other day with Howard Marcus. Tom Hanks was on the plane and went to the house. Simply because you wanted to take advantage of some stupid billionaire and his gorgeous mansion, that doesn't mean that you're a pedophile. And this, I think, exonerates. And the other text message where he says, of course he knew about the girls, but he told Ghislaine Maxwell because he told Ghislaine Maxwell to stop it. Well, again, we don't know what he's referring to, whether he's referring to the fact that Epstein was poaching some of his employees, because that is very well documented, or even if it was pedophilia, at least the president was telling Ghislaine Maxwell to knock it off. But at the end of the day, I think you have to logically say, this is my final position on this, and I hope we don't talk about it again, but I'm sure we will. I don't think he did anything criminal, but you'd have to be Stevie Wonder not to see that there's something in these files that Trump doesn't want everybody to see. I think it's something just embarrassing and humiliating. I don't think it's criminal, but I think there's obviously something. You don't bring Lauren Boebert into the Situation Room. You don't put the press on. You don't deny. But again, eventually they're going to have to release everything. Time to talk entertainment with our favorite entertainment reporter. Rick Bentley is next.
News Talk 96.1.
How are you, sir?
1180 KERN.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to get rid of tariffs on a broad swath of commodities, including beef, coffee, and tropical fruits. Part of a response to pressure from consumers who complain prices are too high.
Is he one of the Tucci
Russia
brothers?
launched a major missile and drone attack on Kyiv, killing 6 people and wounding at least 35, including a pregnant woman. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Friday's assault targeted high-rise apartment blocks and was intended to harm civilians. The attack, which also hit Odessa and Kharkiv, is the biggest on Kyiv in almost 3 weeks.
I once sat next to
Wall Street as the Dow was down by 309 points, the Nasdaq rose 30,
when he was
the S&P 500 declined 3.
to that beautiful
More details at SRNnews.com.
I was like, screw
News
Lorenzo.
Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. From
Really?
the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News
You've
Talk
been to the mansion
96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Chris Davis. The 10 Commandments are not going up yet in Kern County schools. The Board of Education did not vote on it Thursday night, and members of the board do not know when that vote will happen. They say it's a matter for more research first. Tuesday is the new day set for a hearing for 33-year-old Andres Cerna, who is accused of second-degree murder and DUI in the death of 8-year-old Xavier Alvarez. The Friday hearing that was scheduled was postponed because the attorneys weren't ready. Recycling Day is Saturday at the Dignity Health Arena South parking lot off 14th and North Streets for the Bakersfield Recycles Day event. That's from 8 to noon, and you have a wide latitude on the items you can bring. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
It's that man again, Ralph Bailey for Adaptive Networks. Are you a business owner who feel that your IT company just treats you just like another ticket number? Well, at Adaptive Networks, exceptional customer service isn't just a promise. It's how they do business every single day. And when you call, you're actually talking to a real person who knows your name, understands your business, and genuinely cares about solving your problem. No phone trees, no runaround, no attitude. From the moment you become a client, you'll experience the difference that comes from working with a company that puts customer service first. And no one knows that better than the folks here at American General Media, because we've teamed up with Adaptive Networks. Ready to experience IT support the way it should be? Call Adaptive Networks at 661-241-0638 or visit adaptive-net.com today. Adaptive Networks, where great technology meets even greater customer service.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan that you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage California can count on.
Start your day right. First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m.
On the Friday edition of the First Look program. First of all, the rain's coming. We got a giant storm coming. We got half the people in town getting mental health diversion from judges. We'll do all of that. Plus, we'll have news and traffic and weather. It's all happening 6 to 9 a.m. right here at News Talk 96.1 and streaming live on a World Wide Web at kernradio.com.
First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm J.R. Flores. Catch my show, The J.R. Show, Elvis, Michael, all those guys.
Back to the Ralph Bailey Show.
Because they had
on
so
News
many
Talk
hangers
96.1
on. You
and
think
AM
they'd be
1180
invested in keeping this
KERN.
guy upright. Exactly.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine.
And don't it feel good? It does feel good. It's a Friday going into a rainy weekend. And of course, KGT entertainment reporter Rick Bentley is live in studio. How are you, sir?
I am wonderful.
You are amazing, sir. You have so many secrets that you keep. It's just,
They're not secrets. They're
you should write a book.
They are my party stories.
Yeah.
So
if
anybody ever invited me to a party, I would share
you'd be
that.
a hell of a guest.
Yeah.
You would be a hell of a guest.
I think I knocked you off your chair with the Playboy.
You
stories.
really did. You know what I've always wanted to do, and I think I'm going to do one day, is do like 2 nights. And maybe this is airing on me to say, but like go like the Starlight Theater, just some small venue, and just 2 nights with Ralph Bailey, where I just get up and answer questions, tell a few stories, and boop, 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 boop. You would be perfect for that. Some of the stories that you have, I'm like, damn, I don't even want to tell my stories. I've been to the Playboy Club, and I used to hang out there and see celebrities. He's been to the Playboy Mansion, the Grotto, James Caan, O.J. Simpson.
Whoa! Let's back
Because
it up.
I don't want to name.
Let's back it up just a little bit.
What?
James Caan. We'll just stop right there.
Oh, that's amazing to me.
Yeah. Well, as I say to everybody, I have lived a wonderful life. I have had so many great opportunities. I've been blessed. I don't know what else to say.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way, but you're in a different stratosphere than I.
I've just been, and I appreciate every moment of it. It's just like, I don't tell these stories about doing that kind of stuff to brag, because I worked with a guy one time who had said, he would talk to one of the reporters, come back having talked to a big name, sports figure or something, and they would like, oh, we're buddies and we're friends. It's like, that's wrong. No, I never considered I made a buddy or a friend with anybody. No. We were there to do a job. I was enjoying the fact that I got to be in those sort of situations. Everything from going to the Playboy Mansion to playing softball at Dodger Stadium it's just all sorts of things.
Oh my God. You've played softball at Dodger Stadium?
Yeah.
You're eating my heart out. Don't you realize that?
I played catcher.
Well, that sucks.
Well, yeah. You don't have to run a lot when you're a catcher.
True that. And you're on the field at Dodger Stadium.
Ron Say was my coach. And Ron Say came up to me and he said, now as catcher, you're going to want to block the plate. Don't. You're not an athlete. Do not block.
Good advice.
So,
Ron Say.
Yep, Ron Say.
Well, I got to, I don't mean to match stories because I can't.
Oh, let's go.
But I got to host a question and answer with him up in Taft College.
Let's say.
And I got 20 minutes before them, and then I was like the moderator, and I got to ask a few questions first, and then they started asking questions.
There's nothing better than being a moderator. There's just something great about.
I agree.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I'm I do a lot of moderating things, and I've always said the best moderators sort of get things going and then vanish into the background.
Exactly.
Too many of the people I've seen do those moderating jobs feel like they're the star.
Yeah, they fall in love with the mic.
It's like, whoa, I don't care anything. I don't care about you. I want to know.
I want to hear about the guest.
Right.
That's what made Johnny Carson such a brilliant host.
If there's anybody that my style came from, it's from Carson.
Yeah, me too.
I've said that 1,000 times.
Me too.
He was the master of, he'd set you up and let you talk, and you could almost see his body language as he'd sort of ease back and and whether that be the greatest movie star of the moment or a 102-year-old woman with a giant, kumquat.
Yeah.
He knew how to do it.
This whole discussion began because next week we're going to have guests,
right?
Lorenzo Lamas. So once again, L.A. Hollywood Bailey tried to one-up the entertainment report, and I said, well, I once sat next to Lorenzo Lamas at the Cheesecake Factory in the Marina del Rey when he was with his young, beautiful wife, and I was staring at his wife. And then you said...
Yeah, I sat next to him at the Playmate of the Year luncheon one year with him and his beautiful wife.
Boom!
At the mansion.
Just blows me away. So, okay, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Googly. That is one of the things that I had always wanted to do when I lived in LA.
Yeah.
Was just be in the mansion. The girls didn't have to be there. I just wanted to see the grounds. I just wanted to see the grotto. I just wanted to see the house.
One of the best things I ever did for the 50th anniversary of Playboy? I can't remember what it was. I arranged to do a sit-down interview with Hugh Hefner. We sat in his living room, but we talked about his influence on pop culture, from everything from giving writers like Ray Bradbury and all these sort of and while the magazine got known for its pictorials, if you go back and look at those magazines, those celebrity interviews that they did,
incredible.
They were
and
amazing.
Yes. Newsmaking. Remember the Jimmy Carter interview?
That one will resonate forever.
Forever, where he said, "I had lust in my heart."
But he gave so many writers an opportunity, and so we just talked that.
The John Wayne interview,
yeah,
it will stand the test of time. It's one of the classics because Mr. Wayne kind of showed his hand about just what a bigot he was.
Yeah,
and he was pretty forthright about it. He talked about. They asked him why he didn't think black folks should vote, and he said, "I don't think they have the mental capacity, and so it would be irresponsible to allow them to vote." And I was just like,
"Whoa, yeah,
dude, I love Red River. I love USK Hill. Don't kill John."
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. Those interviews. I mean, that used to be the joke. I read it for the interviews.
I do, but
they were killer interviews.
But I did.
Yeah,
I
you
literally
really did.
But again, sitting in that living room and just chatting with him was really one of those great times for me.
I can't even imagine. Wow.
Yeah.
Because he's a cultural icon.
Well, that's it. It's
he changed America.
I always talk about when Morton Petrini used to have their convention shoot, they brought in the Apollo astronauts. And,
right.
Here I'm talking to Neil Armstrong. Just Rosa Parks comes to town. I've had the chance to talk to Rosa Parks, and to me that is a career-defining moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway,
absolutely.
I digress.
I'm in a quizzical mood today.
All right, the answer is Leprechaun.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
I have 4 motion pictures that are the favorites of our current Pope.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you clues.
Okay, I'm going
to
assume Conclave isn't one of them.
Conclave is not one of them, but you would think it might be.
Or Heaven Can Wait.
Heaven Can Wait is not on there. There's another great picture.
Wow.
I love that with Warren Beatty and Charles Grodin and Diane Cannon. That's a great picture.
Yeah.
No, that's not one of them. Here is one of the clues.
Okay.
I am the main character in the film. I lost my hearing saving my brother's life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
I didn't even finish the damn clue.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have to be like Jeopardy and wait till the...
Oh, shut up. I didn't even finish the damn clue. All right. Stand by. Yes, it was a wonderful life.
Well,
my clues have to...
Let me say something.
Yes.
When you asked me earlier about this, it's like, well, if he doesn't say it's a wonderful life, I don't know where he's going to go from there. That's as safe as you can get.
Okay. I made my career. I'm the main character in this motion picture. I made my career as a singer and actress, and performed many times with my dictatorial husband.
Sound of Music.
Damn. Oh. All right. I'm going to have to get this. I'm going to have to get a little tougher.
Do I get a prize?
The director. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Damn it. The Sundance Kid and You're Going to Make It After All.
Let's see. We're going down the Robert Redford, right? So.
And You're Going to Make It After All.
So it's Robert Redford with Mary Tyler Moore, which would make it Ordinary People.
I hate you. You know that, don't you? I hate you. I mean,
you really was hoping he was going to stump you with these.
You could at least struggle.
Oh, well, I did with that one. I actually,
And the last one, I got nothing. Because I don't remember the movie. I'm pretty sure I saw it, but it's La Vita Bella. But I don't remember it for some reason. Maybe not. I don't.
Beautiful Life?
Yeah. with what's his Benino. Remember when he climbed over the
if you remember, the whole film was shot
in one shot?
Well, it was silent.
Okay, so I didn't see it. No wonder.
Okay.
I didn't see it then. No. But those are his four favorite films. What do you think of his choices? The only one that I would question is I'm not a big fan of The Sound of Music. Well, and I'm not.
Here's the thing.
I like musicals. I love musicals.
If you were the Pope, wouldn't those be the four you would say? Even if your favorites were like Porky's, Animal House.
I thought he would have said something celestial. I thought, well, I guess It's Wonderful Life has an angel in it.
Yeah.
But I thought he would have said something like The Bishop's Wife.
Yeah.
Something celestial.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. The four he picked was as safe as you can get. And again, that's what.
Although Ordinary People I found interesting. That's not a safe pick.
Yeah, I would say that one surprises me because, but that is an amazing film because of what it deals with, and that deals with it so well. But
it's a harsh topic.
I will give the Pope props.
Yeah,
that's hard to say. For putting that on his list. But don't you know, haven't you ever had this time where you've talked to somebody and said, hey, tell me your favorite picture? And now, oh, Godfather. And you always feel like that's a fallback. Oh, Citizen Kane. Just to make it sound like movies.
Right.
When really your favorite film is
Porky's
or some Animal House or anything, Dumb and Dumber. I mean,
I try to think of films that when they come on, I start watching them and then I end up watching them to the end.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite films where you can't turn away from them.
Yeah.
And Godfather, whether I like it or not, is one of those films.
Yeah.
And it's on all the time.
Yeah.
And I watch it every single time it's on.
It's like me in High Noon.
Really?
If it's on, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good film.
It's an amazing film.
It really is. It really is. Anything you want to talk about now that I've
there was a new movie opening today. We can talk about that.
Okay.
The Running Man.
Now, is that a remake of the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Richard Dawson and all?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
First off, it's based on the 1982 novella by Stephen King, which is what that 1987 movie was based on.
Okay.
The big difference is that 1987 film of the Running Man basically took the name, the premise, and a couple of character names, and then they just ignored what King had written as far as plot and everything. It went off the deep end. This new movie with Glenn Powell,
Chris Burdick's favorite.
Yeah, it really goes back to the original book. It's very loyal to the book, except for the ending. The book and the movie have two different endings. But I'll give you that. I know why they went with this ending. And I'm not going to give it away, but I understand what they had to do.
Yeah.
For those who don't remember the previous adaptation with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the concept behind The Running Man is it's a dystopian future. The haves have everything and the have-nots have nothing. And Glenn Powell plays a man who has lost his job and been blackballed because at each job where he would see infractions, he would turn in the company. Well, the company doesn't like that, so he can't get work. His baby daughter is sick with the flu and needs medicine. He can't afford it. They have no money coming in. So he decides to get on a game show. And the game show is called The Running Man. And basically, here's the rules of the game. You run. If you survive 30 days, you get $1 billion. Now, we're going to send out a group of hunters to track you down, and they'll kill you. If the public recognizes you and wants to kill you, they can kill you. And there's a prize for that. So you are trying to stay hidden from the world, and they are broadcasting your face everywhere. And so, it's that challenge of trying to stay ahead. The film does deal with a lot of sort of social issues. I think the first one comes down to the fact that, are we headed toward a world? We already have people who will go on game shows and degrade themselves for money. What happens if we reach a point in our lives where we have to do that sort of thing to survive? I mean, and that's why he did it. He did it for his family, to get him out, into a better life.
All right.
And there's also a huge thing in it about fake news, the use of AI, and how wrong that is. And so, we get those sort of social commentary things, but generally it's an action film. And it's good that it's more that than the other way, because as much as Powell can handle the action stuff, and he's very good playing that sort of crazed, runner trying to, when he has to have those tender moments, he's not that good an actor.
Yeah.
And so when he's with his family and he's with his baby daughter, I never really got that feeling, that sense of connection that would make him drive him to do this game. So it gets set up kind of weak, but once it gets going, there's plenty of action. It's a nonstop thing because he can't stop. I mean, he's got to hide out or run or do something, and they're always chasing, trying to kill him.
How long does he have to stay alive?
30 days.
Wow.
And an interesting thing.
For $1 billion.
If anybody, and again, this won't ruin the film, but obviously it's a game show. They don't want you to win. I mean, you could put out $80 billion, and they don't want you to win. For those who saw the 1987 film with Arnold Schwarzenegger, when they show the money in the new movie, Arnold's picture's on the money. The currency.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So that just, it's kind of a wink and a nod back to that film.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Anything else?
Yeah,
what is going on with, did you see what happened with Ariana Grande?
Being attacked.
Yes.
Yeah.
And did you see who jumped in to save her?
You know what, Cynthia Erivo? I am now a bigger fan than I've ever been.
No kidding. How did she get there before security?
Well, and that's sort of what everybody's asking is the fact that, and again, she was right next to her. So but she didn't hesitate.
No.
It wasn't like, well, maybe I should.
But she wasn't standing next to her.
No, she was
a little distance away, but she got there before security.
This first security guard had to come running up from a distance.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, she went full mama bear on, and I am. Look, I thought she was great in Wicked, and I have an interview with her on KGT.com that I wrote for Wicked for Good. I was a fan of her to begin with. I am duly impressed by her.
Her stock went up dramatically.
It went up dramatically.
If you don't know what we're talking about, Ariana Grande, what is the movie they're pumping up now? Wiz 2 or whatever the hell?
Wicked for Good.
Whatever. And she was walking down the red carpet.
That's the wrong cast.
There's some guy who makes a living doing this. He's done it at soccer games. He's done it at sporting events. He's done it at boxing matches where he's climbed into the ring. This is what he does. It's like back in the day for the old folks. You remember the guy, Chris, are you old enough to remember this? The guy that used to wear a big rainbow afro and he'd have a psalm that he would hold up.
Oh, yeah.
At a 316 or something. And he'd be like in the end zone of a football game. He'd be in the background of a basketball game.
I think it's more like you probably remember who was the woman who would jump out
kissing Morgana,
and would kiss.
Who would run onto the field. She did it to Fernando. She did it to Cal Ripken.
Yep.
And how the hell this gargantuan boobed woman? I mean, like not even attractive. They were so gargantuan. Yeah. And she'd come bouncing onto the field, and she'd go to the mound, and Chris Fernando's like, yo no sé, muy loco. And it's just, this is what this guy does. He just throws, he didn't try to hurt her, but he's famous for doing this. And he jumps in, and Cynthia Erivo jumped in and like grabbed him and saved her before even the security could jump in.
I think the security saved him.
Yeah.
I think she'd have taken him out.
Just saying. Don't mess with a black woman.
Oh.
Just saying.
And again, my stock was high for her anyway.
Yeah.
I have deep respect for her as a performer and as a singer. But for that, it was just like, man, there was just no pause.
No
like,
hesitation.
You aren't going. No, you're not going to do this. I'm going. Yeah.
And a lot of people run from stuff like that.
Well,
that's what makes it so. Believe me, I got attacked in a restaurant, and a best friend of mine ran for his life. Ran for his life. Went to the bathroom, washed my mouth out, came back out, and I was like, "Where'd so and so go?" I was like, "He left." I'm like, we were just having dinner together, and this guy left me with a broken jaw. So it's not.
It's not natural to
run to the sound of fire or run to some maniac.
Exactly.
She didn't know if he had a knife or a gun.
Exactly. But you can see in the footage, she didn't care.
She didn't care. She really didn't.
She was going to protect Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
crazy.
I think that's just really lifted her stock a lot.
Absolutely.
And
what's going on with that movie? So that is the sequel that's now coming out.
They're not calling it a sequel; it's a second part. That's
why I was
semantics.
confused.
Basically, the stage production Wicked, which is based on the book Wicked,
right,
was done in 2 acts. So when they did the first movie last year, Wicked,
which was a huge success,
which was a monstrous success, that was just the first act of the play. So now when we come up on the 21st, they're going to open Wicked for Good, which is the name comes from one of the big songs in the second movie, but it's the second act of the play.
Okay.
So it's going to be, so if you put them together, you would see the entire production.
And what was your judgment on the first one?
I thought it was great. It made my top 10 of the year.
Really?
Visually stunning. That I'm embargoed. I can't talk about the second film yet.
Okay.
I can talk about the first one. What I always loved about the stage production and that first film is I thought all the great songs are in that first act. Defying Gravity, Popular, A Day in the Emerald City. It just has one big song after another. And it's also very up. It's about, Elphaba and Glinda, who, for those who are not big Wizard of Oz, Glinda is the good witch and Elphaba is the Wicked Witch of the West. This tells the story of the Wizard of Oz from the witch's point of view. That's what Wicked is all about. And so I always thought that first film captured the energy, the excitement, the grandeur. It's a beautifully, the sets were staggeringly beautiful. And even to the point where there are fields of poppies, and it wasn't CGI. They planted 1 million bulbs to get these flowers.
Really?
Yeah. And so I thought it made my top 10 of the year. Now, after a long wait, and the weird thing is they did not have to wait a year. They shot both movies at the same time.
Yeah.
What they would do is on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they worked on Wicked. Thursday, Friday, they worked on Wicked for Good.
Wow.
So so they did, months.
I've never heard of that.
They've done some films have done that.
Yeah.
Gone on and shot the next film at the same time. But it was smart when you're talking about that many people, that many locations, those kind of sets. You don't want to have to then tear them down, rebuild them 6 months later when the deal was made. They were going to make both halves of it. That was no question about it.
Kind of reminds me of the James Bond pictures when I was young, where at the end of the film, they would tell you what the next James Bond film was. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
James Bond will be back in Octopussy.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, oh, that's cool. There's another one coming.
Yeah, there's another one coming.
Yeah, or that they've already started shooting it, obviously. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Back to the Future does that. I think there's a point in it where it says, Back to the Future 3 or something. I can't remember, but But it's going to do box. It's going to kick off the Christmas season. Yeah, and again, I'm not reviewing the film because I can't.
Right.
Good or bad, it will
Doesn't matter.
make a ton of money.
Yes.
Because everybody who saw the first one has got to see the second one to see what happens.
It's such a big deal. The Today Show sent the young woman, I can't remember her name, the young black girl who just lost her husband. They sent her to London for the premiere with her daughter, and she did like a 4-minute package on it. That's how big a deal it is.
Well, I will tell you what I'm doing with KGT.com. I've done interviews with Cynthia Erivo, with Ariana Grande, with the director, John Chu. Next week I'll have an interview with Stephen Schwartz, who wrote the music for it. So I've got a whole series of interviews that we're posting on KGT.com leading up to my review, which will be next Thursday.
Sweet. So we'll know something next Friday.
Next Friday, when we've got Lorenzo Lamas in here.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Tell them about that. We didn't. I just made a subtle allusion to it. But
Well, basically, next weekend is the Bakersfield Comic Con. And it coincides, weirdly enough, with my celebrity bell ringing that I do for the Salvation Army. And I put together a list of local celebrities, and thank you for being part of that.
No problem.
To ring the bell at the Hobby Lobby on that Friday to sort of kick it off. When I got involved with the Salvation Army, they had sort of we're running out of time.
You got about 30, 40 seconds. Go ahead.
Well, they were running out of time. I put together this celebrity thing. So they're going to be in town early to promote the Comic-Con. So they're going to be on TV with me next Friday. They're going to be at the bell ringing, and then they're going to be on air with you.
Outstanding. We look forward to it. Always fun, sir. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Stay dry.
Sorry I ruined your.
You really did. You really took all the air out of me. Rick Bentley, everybody, the true expert. That was great. That was fun. Yeah, I should have been.
This is AM 1180 KERN Green Acres. This is 96.1 FM Bakersfield. Online at
You're gonna make it after all. I just didn't think you'd hear it. Having said it, because I was gonna sing it.
Hall,
I was like,
in Washington. John Beam, a community college football coach described as a giant in the Oakland, California community, has died, and police are investigating his fatal shooting.
Police in Oakland, California say there's been an arrest in the fatal shooting of Laney Community College athletic director John Beam.
I thought I was the only one that sang it every Saturday.
Thursday at the college's field house, where officers found Beam suffering from gunshot wounds. He was hospitalized in critical condition, but police announced Friday that Beam did not survive his injuries. Coach Beam was known from the Netflix documentary series Last Chance U. He coached the Laney College Eagles football team, which were featured in the 2020 season of the show. The college says Beam helped 20 players reach the NFL. I'm Jennifer King.
Russia has bombed parts of the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv, killing 6 and wounding at least 35 people, including a pregnant woman.
Around 430 drones and 80 missiles were used in the attack. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky adds. Local resident Maria Kalshenko tells the AP, I realized that I couldn't see anything. I turned around and saw there was no wall, and there was no neighbor's apartment. The neighbor was screaming. There was no door. The Russian attacks come as EU officials warn this week that Ukraine must continue to crack down on corruption following a major graft scandal that's put top nuclear energy officials under scrutiny. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
President Trump has signed an executive order to get rid of tariffs with a broad swath of commodities, including beef, coffee, and tropical fruits. Part of a response to pressure from consumers who complain prices are too high.
What's the matter with you?
A mixed day on Wall Street as the Dow was down by 309 points, the Nasdaq rose 30, the S&P 500 declined 3. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Right now in Ukraine, elderly Jews are trapped in unbearable poverty. Galina, she's a 96-year-old Holocaust survivor who has spent her entire life in the same village. She's sick and alone and facing another bitterly cold winter. And today, like every day, she has to decide to spend what little money she has on food, medicine, or heating. No one should have to live like this, but for Galina and so many others, this is the harsh reality. The Bible tells us that when you bless elderly Jews living in poverty like Galina, you will receive blessings in return. Through the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews and your generous donation, you can bring hope to those in need. Your gift of just $25 will help provide a food box packed with life-saving essentials that help feed an elderly Jew struggling to survive. Don't delay. Your gift today will help provide the life-saving food and hope that Galina and many like her so desperately need. UrgentIFCJ.org. That's one word, UrgentIFCJ.org, or call now at 866-338-IFCJ, 866-338-4325.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
For now, he languishes in jail. I'm Chris Davis. A hearing was supposed to happen this morning for 33-year-old Andres Cerna, who is facing several charges, including second-degree murder in the November 3rd death of 8-year-old Xavier Alvarez. But that hearing did not happen. The lawyers weren't ready. The court will try again Tuesday, though. Cerna is accused of being 4 times over the legal limit when his truck went through a fence and ran over Alvarez and his father in a parking lot near California Street. Cerna has pleaded not guilty, but has had trouble with the law before with DUI arrests. The 10 Commandments and whether that set of Mosaic
mean it.
Call in or text to 661-842-KERN. That's 661-842-5376. Listen live at KERNradio.com. Now, the host you've been waiting all day for. Live from the KERN studio, here's Ralph Bailey.
Hour 2 of the broadcast on this gloomy Friday afternoon with massive rain headed our way tomorrow. So everybody hunker down, get all your honeydews and errands and things that you want to do to stay out of the rain, and then do what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to my bathroom, my front door to receive my Uber Eats, and my bedroom in front of my 32-inch television.
It is the best time to stay in your bed when it's
you know what I do? I lift all my drapes,
open the windows,
and just crack it. I can't open it, but just crack it so I can hear that sound and get a little bit of that smell. I love that rain smell. It kind of wafts in. Now, it's too cold to really open up because I don't have screens on my windows. My apartment complex is so old. We have those windows that roll outward instead of vertically.
Sliders,
Well, they open up and you crank it and there are no screens. So that's why during the summer, even during the spring, I would save so much money if I could just open up my windows. But even if I did during the summers, it becomes the house of flies. I become the character on Ray Romano on Everybody Loves Raymond. You ever seen that episode?
I think I escaped this one. I'm not sure.
He meets a girl. She's gorgeous. She's perfect.
Oh, and she eats the flies.
And Raymond sees her eat a fly at the table. His brother doesn't believe him. And he finally goes to her place and she's hoarding flies and she's like a frog freak. And she apparently thinks she's a freak, so she eats flies. So, stupid episode. What are you going to do? We are back on the Epstein situation. There is another avenue of discussion, and that involves Ghislaine Maxwell. I told you the story about how, well, first, she was moved from a middle, what would you call it? A medium, not a maximum, not a low level, but a medium level prison in Florida. She sat down with Todd Blanche, who was the former personal attorney of Donald Trump, now second in command under Pam Bondi at the Department of Justice. They sat down for hours in the prison. And then coincidentally, he said, shaking his head, there's no such thing as coincidence, but let's call it coincidentally, shortly after that meeting, she gets shifted. Now, remember who Ghislaine Maxwell is now. This is a woman who got 20 years in prison for essentially being a pedophile, for essentially being a pimp, for hoarding all the women for the billionaires who were going unnamed and her personal boo, Mr. Epstein. She is the despicable, god-awful human being who has committed a crime and crimes that even, as I've talked about all week long, even imprisoned felons don't put up with. That's why I think this is incredibly dangerous for the president. She should be behind a serious federal prison. And somehow, after this meeting with Blanche, she gets shifted to a low-level facility in Texas. Well, then we find out through emails and workers that ratted her out that she's getting treated like no other prisoner in that facility. Well, today, or yesterday, I should say, the workers who released that information got whacked, as you might imagine. They discovered who was letting out some of the information, and the person got whacked, but not before more of the emails were released, including one that said, this is Maxwell talking to a friend outside the prison. The food is legions better. The place is clean. The staff responsive and polite. I haven't seen or heard the usual foul language or screaming accompanied by threats
leveled at inmates by anyone, she wrote in another missive on August 8th. Quote, I have not seen a single fight, drug deal, passed out person, or naked inmate running around, or several of them congregating in a shower. I am much, much happier here and more importantly, safe. This is a pimp. This is a human trafficker who is happy with her facilities. And this had to be orchestrated, and how the working media hasn't gotten to the bottom of how the hell has this happened. Does this come out of the White House? Does this come out of the Department of Justice? The Prison Bureau? Who the hell arranged for this vile human being to be so coddled, to be so happy? In another text message, she writes, hello, I spoke to the warden. She spoke to the warden about the problem with the mail, telling her that the documents have not arrived yet, and now we are on day 7. I explained that we have a deadline that hinges on the Supreme Court, and that I was hoping to have 2 turns of the document before it files with the court, possibly as soon as the end of the month. She's getting documents ready for her commutation protest to the president. Her creative solution was that you EM scan it to her and she will scan back my changes. Of course, that is fantastic as it saved days and days. I assume that you are fine with that. And as I read the other day, the warden has been at her beck and call. A whistleblower alleged that Warden Tanisha Hall has bent over backward to make accommodations for Maxwell, carrying out secretarial duties on her behalf, providing snacks for her private meetings with guests, letting her visitors bring in computers, and even personally helping Ghislaine prep her commutation application while punishing prison employees who protest, and then firing those who ratted her out. The free personal assistant and butler services that Maxwell seemingly has at her beck and call aren't available to her fellow inmates, most of whom are serving time for white-collar charges that pale in comparison to Ghislaine's perverted crimes. There is something so funky and wrong about this. This is worse than Zach Scrivener. This is worse than Zach Scrivener, because this is on a federal level. This is human trafficking. This is a pimp. This is a woman who drugged and got girls drunk for the billionaires and for Epstein. This is a despicable human being who a judge said you deserve. You know how hard, one of the things I always remind people, that it's one of the smartest things that Donnie Youngblood ever told me, our sheriff. He said, you know what, Ralph, it's hard to get into prison. And I was like, what? It's like, you've got to try to get into prison. You got to do something bad. Jail is one thing. I know a lot of good people who've been to jail. But prison is a whole nother ballgame. And this woman got a 20-year sentence. You got to be a bad mamma jamma, and I don't mean in the slang terms. You got to be a despicable, horrible human being to pull 20 years? Hell, we've all seen Goodfellas. You remember when, because this is based on true stories, so I'm not comparing fiction to real life. This is real life to real life. Remember when Henry Hill and Jimmy the Gent, I just saw his bio on Mobsters the other day. Jimmy, there are too many Jimmys. I'd play it, but there are too many Jimmys. Jimmy, I forget what his name is, but the Robert De Niro character in Goodfellas. Remember when they went down and beat the crap out of that guy, was going to throw him in the lion's den? They got 10 years for that. They were mafiosos, and this is, again, based on, this isn't fiction now. That movie is based on true life, the true life of Henry Hill and Jimmy the Gent. Who is Jimmy the Gent? Did you look that up? Hey, Siri, show me Jimmy the Gent. Yellow?
No,
Jimmy the Gent.
Most commonly refers to James Roberts, an Australian former professional rugby league player. No, that's not right.
G-E-N-T, not Jet. Gent. Same thing she did. Hey, Siri, show me Jimmy the Gent.
All right, Jimmy the Gent was the nickname for James Burke.
James Burke, Jimmy Burke. These are real people. The Lufthansa heist was a real event. It's still to this day one of the greatest
the single greatest robbery in the history of robbery, of criminality. So this isn't comparing life to fiction. This is life to life. They beat the crap out of a guy, extorted him, took his money, and they got 10 years. And Ghislaine Maxwell got a 20-year stint. And yet now, even these mafiosos went to state pens. She's in Club Fed, and she's got a warden who is waiting on her hand and foot. She's got service pets. She's got secretarial duties. They're helping her with her application to get a commutation. And again, I'm telling you, if the president of the United States commutes her sentence, he's done. The only way he could do that, what's the only way he could do that, Chris Burdick? The only way he could commute her sentence.
Pardoning her altogether?
He does it on January 5th, 2026.
Right
2029. 29.
No, that's a good point.
Right before he leaves.
Right before he gets out of
That's
there.
the only way he can do it. It's the only way he can do it.
I mean,
I don't give a damn. I'm leaving. I'm not running again. Get out, Ghislaine.
I mean, Biden just did that not too long ago.
Exactly. And it would still haunt him. Even as a private citizen, people would be like, dude, do you know who this woman is? Do you know what she did? And why are you protecting her? I don't understand, but I think this is going to get funky, because I think as we get closer and closer and closer to the vote next week by the House, there are more senators that are like, damn, this could follow me the rest of my career. Even if I just got elected, even if I don't have to go up against the voters for another 6 years, this thing could hang over my head forever. Because again, as I've told you, when I try to strategize, when I try to figure out how somebody's going to do something, I figure out what I would do. And if I were a young attorney in New York State, and I was going to take on Chuck Schumer in 2028, and not that he's going to, but if, say, Chuck Schumer voted to keep the Epstein files hidden, it'd be the first thing I'd hit him with. First thing I'd hit him with. My learned opponent defended a pedophile and would not seek justice for the teenagers that were abused by Epstein and his billionaire buddies. It's the very first thing I'd hit him with. And a lot of these senators are going to realize that. And this thing could get to 60. We need 13, I think it's 13 Democrats to get this thing over the goal line. I don't know how they came up with that number. I heard that on the Today Show, 13. I'm assuming, because you got to get to 60. So I'm assuming, or they may be counting overriding a veto, because there are 53 Republicans, and 13 doesn't get you to 60. 13 doesn't even get you to 67, though. That's why I'm confused. That's 66. And maybe they're not counting Angus King, the independent, that would make it 67, and that would override a veto. I think he's in dangerous waters. I really do. And I think that him going after Clinton now and naming these other names, A, shows some kind of knowledge. And B, it's, hey, look over there. This thing ain't going away, man. This thing ain't going away. And the other big news is that a Trump advisor has finally told him, you're getting bad advice, Mr. President. Finally, somebody has had the balls to look him in the face and say, you're screwing this up, dude. You're handling this really badly. And now even Republicans, his approval rating is now in the 30s. His approval ratings are lower than Biden's. This ain't good. This ain't good, and it ain't going away. It really isn't. We have to go away, however, but we're coming right back. It's the Ralph Bailey Show. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, David Brust is going to join us, local restaurant owner. He's got an event going on tomorrow with the Open Door Network. He'll tell you all about it. Coming up at the 5, we're giving away Megyn Kelly tickets. You've got to call in beginning at 5:05 and answer one simple question, either on recent current events. Ralph Bailey. I used to be a professional writer, and I just said recent current. Really?
That'd be called redundant. Current events you'll have to answer, or Megyn Kelly related questions. We've got 5 pairs to give away. She'll be here November the 20th. So get ready for that. And we'll talk about, has legalized gambling actually exposed wrongdoing more than having bookies be the guys that handle all the bets? In other words, the black market as opposed to sports books who call out guys who make bizarre bets? We'll talk about that as well as we head into a rainy weekend throughout much of Central and Southern California. It's the Ralph Bailey Show on News Talk 96.1 AM 1180 KERN. We're streaming live at KernRadio.com.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KE.
You want me to play Messmaker?
Yeah.
You won't want to miss it as we break down all the chaos with the government back up and running and everything associated with that. Plus, we'll hopefully have some fun stories from the weekend. All that and more. Come hang with us on the Monday edition of Clay and Buck.
The Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, live 9 to noon. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Hope you join us every Thursday, particularly at 4:30, when Daniel Petrie from Messmaker and Petrie Wealth Advisors joins us. Daniel gives us a weekly update on the deficit and its growth. We look at silver and gold and obviously the stock market and all kind of economic issues that most importantly impact you. But again, you guys know what Messmaker and Petrie Wealth Advisors are all about. They're all about retirement. I keep telling you guys, it's one of the smartest moves that I've ever made financially. Call Daniel at 395-9400, 395-9400 if retirement is in your near future. Or just tune in Thursdays at 4:30 when he joins us every week. Daniel Petrie and the folks at Messmaker and Petrie Wealth Advisors.
This broadcast is for informational purposes only. Does not constitute a solicitation or offer to buy or sell any security, future, option, or other financial instrument, or to offer or provide any investment advisory or other services to any person in any jurisdiction by Daniel Petrie or MPWA Inc., DBA Messmaker and Petrie Wealth Advisors. Any views expressed in this broadcast by us are prepared based upon the information available to us at the time, and we are under no obligation to update our views.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PIPE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Gun safes on sale. TNT Liberty Safes Black Friday sale is happening now all month long. TNT has a large selection of home, office, commercial, and gun safes with hundreds of safes in stock and ready for installation. Keep your handguns, long guns, coins, jewelry, and other precious belongings safe. TNT also has many scratch and dents and closeouts in stock while supplies last. Go to TNTLibertySafe.com and check out TNT's Black Friday full lineup of American-made gun safes. Or stop by TNT's showroom at 6201 Knudsen Drive, 2 doors north of Hodels. TNT, saving lives one safe at a time.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. November 25th, Dignity Health Arena. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com and AXS.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert. The Armstrong and Getty Show, weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the Ralph Bailey Show.
You guys got to let me know when I don't put up my accoutrements. Been on the air for an hour and a half. I didn't.
It's a Friday.
No Ron Say, no Mary Bethune,
We were just
no
talking about
Monsignor
Ron.
Craig. Huh?
We were just talking about Ron too.
Ron Say? Yeah, we got Ron Say over there. He's with Dusty and Reggie Smith and Mr. Garvey, Horace Mitchell, Magic, and Don Newcomb. 842-5376, 842-KER, and who you got?
You got John on the line.
John, you're on the Ralph Bailey Show.
Good afternoon, Ralph.
Good afternoon.
Looks like no golf this weekend, huh?
No, yeah, I'm a little down about that. I think it's about that time I put the clubs in the second bedroom.
I don't know. I played Paso Robles Golf Club this last weekend. Fantastic course.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Wonderful course.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a great time. I was out there with Todd Carley, as a matter of fact. He's back in California.
Yeah, I saw that. Wow. Yeah. How do you know Todd?
You know what? Our kids went to school. My wife knew Jackie when she was at 29 a long time ago. And we moved to the part of town they live in. Their kids were the same age as ours. And we just started hanging out, and they became some of our best friends.
Yeah, Todd and I were really close when we worked together. I was the weekend anchor. He was just getting into TV. He was the weekend sports guy. And we played a lot of golf and we actually played tennis a lot back in those days.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got into radio, and he ascended. He became a reporter. Then he became an anchor. And then they brought Jackie over, and then they made him the news director.
Yep.
And then he moved, and then they moved east. How long have they been back in California? I've seen pictures.
They got back in July. Their daughter picked a school out here.
Yeah, Santa Barbara.
And always wanted to get back to California, especially Jackie, and we're just thrilled they're back. They're just salt of the earth, and he speaks very highly of you.
Yeah, he's
both
a good dude.
Actually.
Yeah, I love both of them. I'm about to tell my favorite Jackie Park story when you get off the phone.
Okay. Yeah, we shot a 91, so he's on his way back to where he wants to be, and I shot a 103, so that tells you where we are.
Well, good. I can take both of you. Let's get out sometime.
Let's do it, man. You know, I've never been to Bakersfield Country Club. So
is that right? Well, then let's play. We'll definitely get out there. Next time Todd comes into town, make sure you give me a call.
I'll do it. Hey, the reason why I'm calling, Ralph, is this. I think if the Democrats had any iota of even embarrassment on Trump, they would have released it prior to the election, and there'd be no Trump 47. Because the dividing line is when you're inferring someone's a pedophile when they're a private citizen, they can sue you into oblivion.
Yep.
When you infer someone's a pedophile when they're the president of the United States, they can't sue you because they're a public figure.
Yep. Yep.
And all they're trying to do is drive his approval ratings down so that I think they're going to work toward another impeachment if they get back to House, and they've already said they're going to do it. But if there was even anything embarrassing on Trump, right now it's all rumor and conjecture, and that's what they're using. And if you saw some of the vile, disgusting, horrible things that are being said about the man online, it's crazy because of what they're doing.
Well, then I got to ask you the question, though. I agree with everything you're saying. Why is he acting so hinky then?
You know, I thought about that, and what if it's to number one, protecting the victims,
right?
Now, number two, what if there's somebody that he really respects that's a Democrat? What if there are people involved that he's known from the entertainment industry?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it's guilt by association. It'd be like if you went to a massage parlor that got busted in the middle of your massage because they were up to something. Well, you weren't doing nothing,
right?
But someone could say, "Well, see, look where he goes." Or if you hung out with the massage parlor owner, they'd be like, "Oh, see who he's hanging out with."
Or if your name was on a list of customers or something like that. Yeah, you're right.
They're already assuming anybody that was on that plane, like you said, anybody that ponied up to him trying to get on his little pyramid scheme or whatever he was doing.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta fly.
Maybe somebody from Hollywood.
I gotta fly. It's a hard break. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
All right, take it easy.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Keith Peters in Washington. Police in Oakland, California say Laney College football coach John Beam, known from Netflix's Last Chance U, has died after being shot on campus. Police announced his death on Friday, a day after the shooting. A suspect has been arrested. This marks the second shooting at a school in Oakland in 2 days. The FAA says it is rolling back some of its restrictions on commercial flights at 40 major U.S. airports that have been in place since November 7th.
And I know her dad.
The agency says the mandatory 6% flight cuts are being downgraded to 3% beginning Saturday morning. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has said restrictions would remain until staffing at air traffic control facilities stabilizes. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 309 points. This is SRN News.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Chris Davis. A postponement in the hearing for Andres Cerna. He's the man accused of driving drunk and hitting and killing 8-year-old Xavier Alvarez in a parking lot November 3rd. The new hearing has been scheduled for Tuesday. Cerna has pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder and DUI charges and several others. You may have heard the 10 Commandments vote by the Kern County Board of Education was put off last night, and now that will have to be rescheduled for another time. But it hasn't been made clear when that could happen. The board says they need to do more research. Natural causes, says the coroner. 28-year-old Angel Freddie Balbuena of Wasco was found dead in his cell March 13th at the Lerdo jail in Wasco. An autopsy shows no signs of foul play. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Oh no, stomach issues again? Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools. I thought it was my stomach. People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
At Bank of America, we're proud that more than 20,000 veterans and people with military backgrounds have joined our ranks since 2015. Now we're committed to adding 10,000 more over the next 5 years. By helping veterans achieve their career goals, we're moving from appreciation to action.
Roosters
Cantina! Visit bankofamerica.com/great-place-to-work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Proud to be
every time I walk by there because I get my hair cut.
On the next Armstrong and Getty show, checking in with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Vladimir Putin is now giving military training to middle schools.
That's where I get my hair cut.
Yikes.
By Monday, we'll know if the stock market slide has continued. Has the AI bubble actually burst or not? And all the other news of the day, all the interesting stuff that happened over the weekend, we'll have it for you next. Armstrong and Getty Show.
Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, live 9 to noon. Now back to the Ralph Bailey Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Remember that headset. Come over this way so they can see you. You know, we're on YouTube now. As you can see, local restaurateur, owner of Rooster's Cantina, David Brust, live in studio. What's really going on, DB?
Dude, I'm just happy to see you, bro.
Yeah, it's good to see you,
really
man.
Good to see you. It's been a bit.
I know, you should stop by more often.
I'll come whenever you want me to.
Yeah.
You know, I'll talk to you about anything you want me to talk to you about.
Yeah, let's talk about the restaurant business. How's it going?
You know, it's fantastic.
Barkeep.
2 years ago, we opened up Rooster's Honky Tonk and took downtown by storm.
Absolutely.
And a few months ago, we bought what was formerly Cask Strength next to Zama. And about 2 months ago, we turned it into Rooster's Cantina. And it's just been going up
So you
ever
have
since.
two separate places now?
Two
I
separate
didn't know
places.
that.
Yeah, man. They're about a block apart from each other. Less than a block apart from each other.
So that little thing where the cigar outdoor thing is that yours?
Yeah. That's Rooster's Cantina. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I've been to the honky tonk, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But good Googling.
Everybody's been to the honky tonk.
Everybody's been to the honky tonk.
No,
that's true.
I
That's
wish.
true.
There's still a lot of people need to come.
Yeah. So hey, tell us what's going on tomorrow with Open Door Network.
Oh, we wanted to celebrate No Shave November. And normally, No Shave November is a fundraiser for men's cancer, whether it's prostate or something like that, or testicular cancer. But we wanted to do it and really focus on the Alliance Against Family Violence, which is now it's the Open Door Network. They don't call it that anymore.
Right.
It's now the Open Door Network.
Right.
And Eileen Parr is a really good friend of ours, and she runs the program, and she's a fantastic person.
Just had her in here a couple of weeks ago.
And we love her. I did leadership Bakersfield with her, and
she's a nice woman.
Yeah, she's a great woman. And we wanted to really make an impact as much as we can for just being a bar, and help them out. And we wanted to do something fun for No Shave November, for guys. And so what we did was we kind of married it together with All American Barbershop, which is right downtown as well, right on the corner of 19th and F. That little
I know exactly
right behind the New Yorker, right there. I went East Coast for a second, right behind the New Yorker. And so we partnered with them. Dave Miranda over there, a good guy, the guy that owns the place.
Yeah.
And so tomorrow, what we're going to be doing is we have a beard competition. And so we've got 6 categories. One is a goatee. One is a business beard. So it'd be nice coiffed, straight, short beard.
Right.
Then we have 12-inch and over. We have 12-inch.
What the hell is that?
12-inch long and over.
Really?
Beard, and then under 12-inch beard. But that's not.
Guys have 12-inch long beards.
Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
wow.
Yeah. And then goatee.
That's like Rip Van Winkle's style.
Good. Have you looked at what's going on in town? Yeah, this guy's got some beards.
Foot-long
beards. And then for those that don't have a beard, or the ladies if they want, it's called the Whiskerina competition.
The Whiskerina.
Yeah.
Please explain.
So it's a fake beard competition. You can decorate the beard, do whatever you want, put it on, and come in and compete against other people.
Nice.
So I
way to get the ladies involved.
We got to do something, right, and have fun and do something a little different. So 100% of the proceeds that we make at the door is going to be going to the Open Door Network. And then we're doing a 50-50 drawing, and then we're raffling off a bunch of other things. And so we're really, trying to give back as much as we can. And you know how I am. I love giving back, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, outstanding.
Yeah.
Well, if you couldn't get Lauren, why didn't you get Eileen to come in with you?
I probably could have, but I figured she's probably pretty busy right now. Yeah.
What time is all this going on?
So sign up starts at 7:30 tomorrow. The competition will be at 8. And then 8 in the evening. Yeah. And it's a 21 and over only venue. So obviously, kids won't be there for the competition, but I think it's going to be a blast, man.
Yeah.
It's the first time we're doing it. All American Barbershop is kind of running the judging part of it and, the entry part of it. And we're providing the venue and the publicity and that sort of thing for it.
Have you signed up Mr. Flores and Mr. Burdick?
No, I would love to have either one of them.
You think he can compete? Look at what do you think is? What do you think is?
I need to trim up a little bit, but I can always go for it.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty solid
deal
you
with the
got going
mustache,
on.
though, that's hard to beat.
Yeah, well, they're all separate competitions, so you got 6 chances to get into something.
It's true.
What's the criteria? What are you looking for?
So, like I said, it's the length of the beard.
Well, yeah, I get the 12, but what about a guy like Chris who just has a beard?
That would be what he's wearing right now. Would probably go into the business category because it's a short trim beard.
Yeah, and just whichever looks the best.
Yep. There's 3 judges, and they'll decide which one is groomed the best and looks the best. Yeah. Like, is it full? Is it a full beard or is it swatchy? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I cannot grow hair on the side of my face. I mean, I get these little things right here, but I cannot. This is about as much as I can do.
Pretty good hair. I think it looks pretty good on
this little thing. The cat hairs.
I don't know if it's a winner, but I think it looks pretty good.
No, this is as weak. Are you kidding me? This thing is as weak.
Is that fully grown?
Yeah, this is about. I got a haircut about a month ago. I Gooby cuts it off when I get haircuts.
Right.
And as you can tell, I haven't had a haircut in about a month or so. But
I'm Puerto Rican, so at 15, this is what I had.
Really?
Yeah. If I let it go, man, my hair will grow in a week. I'll be full.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I have a little Native American blood in me. I have no hair on my arms,
And I've done this many times on the show.
Right.
Nothing on my legs.
Yeah.
Every girl I've ever dated is like so envious of me.
Oh,
they are.
I bet.
They're like, how do you have no hair on your legs?
I bet they probably have more hair over their lip than they have on your legs.
Exactly.
No offense, he's dated some wonderful women.
Yes, I have.
I've enjoyed all of them. From a friend standpoint, not any other kind of enjoyment. Man, I just stepped right into that. That was my Phil Dunphy moment.
What else is going on at the restaurant?
Man, we're just having a really good time. We're have live music every Friday and Saturday night.
Nice.
Great bands performing at the Honky Tonk, and then we're doing live music at the Cantina.
As well.
Yeah. So we're doing that. The food is incredible. Our chef is Manuel Aleman, who used to own Manuel's Mariscos. At the Mexican place that was at the Hill House. Prior to that, it was on Union and 4th. And Manuel's just doing a phenomenal job for us.
Yeah, they used to be a sponsor when I was at the other station.
Oh, really?
He's a great cook.
He's a great cook. His whole family's in the kitchen. Vanessa, his sister, and Val is in there with us. His nephew Abel is washing the dishes, and yeah, I mean it's a family affair in the kitchen, and we've got some great drinks, great bartenders. It's really starting to chug along. And we're really proud of it, and we're just trying to affect downtown. And you and I are both downtowners, and we love downtown.
Love it.
And
wouldn't move for anything.
There's no other place in Bakersfield I'd rather live than
concur.
downtown.
I absolutely agree.
But it's had its ups and downs, and it's coming out of the downturn and coming into an upturn. And with our friends, the Waits that have just opened up, Woolworths down.
That's going to be a game changer.
When they open up their basement and start that concert venue down there and do the things that they're doing. And there's several other bars and restaurants that are slated to open up within the next year or so. I really think that we're going to have something really special going on downtown, and I'm proud to just be a part of it.
Yeah, that's the future of this community. Others have done it. Baltimore, major cities. I know Indianapolis did it. Cleveland did it, where they just said, we're going to focus on our downtown. They started putting their major sports venues downtown, and that drew people. And then you bring restaurants around that, and boom, boom, boom. And that's
as downtown goes, the rest of the city of Bakersfield will go.
Exactly. Absolutely. I'm going to throw you a curveball because I know you've been a big follower of Leticia Perez's career, and you've been one of the people providing a lot of the about Leticia Perez. What are your thoughts on Fernando Jara getting a mental diversion program?
Well, it's man, when it's a personal thing like that, at home, I really feel bad for her.
I wrote on
the children.
I wrote on the chat room. I said I never, ever, ever thought I would feel sorry for Fernando Jara and Leticia Perez, but I do. I don't know what he's going through, but for her, what she's going through, when your husband attacks your children and you, and now you're in a position where she has to walk away from this man. And he has serious, we all knew he was wackadoo, but I didn't know how bad it was that, when these people get off their meds, they're lost.
Well, and, there is probably a lot of self-medication going on.
You think?
Yeah. I think, maybe some of the past dealings had to do with that. But I mean, I really honestly wish nothing but the best for her and her family.
Yeah.
And for him. I mean, a political thing is one thing. Even when somebody does something criminally wrong, like they have,
sold her seat. Absolutely sold her supervisorial seat.
It's still not deserved of the penance that they're paying now.
Yeah.
And I just, in good conscience, I really truly hope the best for them, and especially when children are involved.
Exactly. I was just going to say, there's nothing worse than family drama when the kids are involved. That's why I despise the whole Zach Scrivener situation. And I despise what's going on with this guy, because it's just those kids, you don't know if they're going to recover from this. You know what I'm saying? They're going to think both those families that I just talked about, those groups of children will be our age, and they'll still be thinking about what has happened.
It's going to require an enormous amount of therapy.
Yes.
An enormous amount of care and love from our community as well as from their families to overcome it. The thing with women that are battered and those things is so much of it happens in silence. We've had some of that happen in our family. It takes an average of
So have I. I think just about everybody knows somebody within the family. Maybe not in your direct nuclear family, but yeah, my sister was the subject of being struck by her ex-husband.
It takes 8 to 10 times on average before they'll even speak out about it or say anything or even get help.
Yeah, that's scary.
And I think that the whole psychological side of it is just so debilitating, and they blame themselves. I mean, there's just so many things that go on, and but if there's a light on it, is that I hope that Supervisor Perez will seize the moment to expose these sort of things that happen at home. She has a platform that I think she could do something positive with if she decided to hop on that platform and be a voice for the mothers and for those and for women and in some cases men.
And for mental health
that are abused, domestically abused, and for mental health.
Yeah.
And I hope maybe she'll grab a hold of that and really push it forward, because we need advocates, and we need more advocates to destigmatize the need for help with mental health.
Yeah,
we have to destigmatize it.
Absolutely. Well, you're clearly busy, so I'll let you go.
No, I apologize.
No, it's all right. To get those hours again, tomorrow 7:30.
So tomorrow 7:30, the show starts at 8, and then we have a wonderful band that comes on after that, Corey Dane, and then after that we have a wonderful DJ Dirk, that'll be spinning music till 2 a.m. Man,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice, fun time. You might even see me swing by at some point.
Dude, the door's open for you.
I'm doing absolutely nothing tomorrow, and I might get up.
Sounds like you got it.
Couch and come on down.
All right. We look forward to seeing you.
Always
look forward to seeing Chris. Hopefully he makes it out too.
I will do my best.
All right.
Always good to see you, pal.
You too.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you.
David Brust, local restaurant owner and overall good egg. Quick time out. We're heading toward the 5. We're giving away 5 pairs of tickets to go see Megyn Kelly and Charlie Sheen. After I catch myself, you know what I almost say. They're here November 20th, and we're giving away tickets. All you got to do is answer some simple either current events questions or questions regarding the life and times of Megyn Kelly. I might even throw Charlie Sheen in there now that I'm thinking about it. Quick time out. We're coming right back. It's TRBS on a Friday right here on Newstalk 96.1 and AM 1180 KRN, streaming live at kernradio.com. Outstanding. Nice job, Pop.
96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The JR Show, weekdays at 2 p.m.
I'm tired of waking up and hearing another case of DUI. We just had the Madison Williams case where she was found guilty. We have another trial going on where a 6-year-old was killed. Now again, I'm hearing an 8-year-old is dead because of an alleged DUI. Something needs to be done to fix this.
Weekdays at 2 p.m. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus was. Well, when he was. As many of you know, I grew up in a gospel church. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't let it go. And a Catholic church as well. My mother was Catholic, but her father was a Baptist preacher and worked at my father's church. So when we went to Savannah to visit my grandmother, on my mother's side, we went to Catholic church. And when we go to Beaufort, South Carolina and stay with my dad's parents, we went to Tabernacle Church in downtown Beaufort. And the only part of the church that I enjoyed as a child was the choir. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus walks. Well, way off. He wipes his sins away. Happy day. Oh, happy day. My grandmother be in the choir. Oh, I miss my I really do. And then the whole family would meet at my grandmother's house. And the Sunday dinner was the very same Sunday dinner. Fried chicken, greens, and these great, by hand, and macaroni. Ooh, I hope my mother's not listening. But my grandmother made the best mac and cheese. A little bit better than my mom. A little bit better than mine. My grandmother made the best mac and cheese. Where they used to make them those see-through Pyrex rectangular things. I don't know what you call them, and you could see the veins of cheese in it. Oh. And then we'd have a sweet potato pie for dessert. Or if my parents went out of town summer, we'd make ice cream on the back porch. I sound like I'm 90 years old. I'm damn near. Homemade bomb. Homemade bomb. Just saying.
Regular MacGyver.
That's me. What else you got?
Ralph, for the Epstein deal, there is a Venezuela topic changer brewing I've been seeing in the news.
I don't think the president's going to be stupid enough to attack Venezuela. I don't know why the USS Gerald Ford, our finest aircraft carrier, is headed that way. It'll be there like either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. And the Venezuelans, as you can imagine, and I'm not supporting Maduro in any way, but they're gearing up for this. They're arming their army. They're getting ready for some kind of invasion. There are rumors that there may be air attacks from the USS Gerald Ford. I'm not, to be honest with you, I haven't talked about it because I know it might not be popular on this broadcast, but I'm not even in favor of him blowing up these ships. I don't know what the hell. Do you realize that he's killed 76 people and destroyed 19 ships? Now, I believe they are probably low-level cocaine guys, but that's not going to put the 76 people that he's killed in the 19 boats that they've sunk or exploded. It's not going to have any dent in the cocaine market. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Do you know what the cocaine market is like? Most of you do. And knocking off 19 carriers or couriers or whatever you want to call them ain't going to put a dent in the cocaine that is still being abused. I got somebody who lives in my complex that does cocaine on the somewhat regular. It's still popular. And if he's saying that it's fentanyl, it's not fentanyl. Fentanyl's not coming from Venezuela. Fentanyl's coming from Mexico via China. That's why we sat down with Xi and tried to tell him to stop, doing the chemicals that is feeding fentanyl, and he agreed. I don't know how much we can take him on his word, but he's agreed. So there's progress. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They're not fishermen. And speedboats 12 miles off the coast of Venezuela. Fishermen. Because most of the fishermen that I know spend days out at sea or hours out at sea, and they have some sort of cover because you're out there in the sun. That sun reflects off that ocean, and you burn yourself up. So they're in speedboats. You don't get a speedboat to fish, generally. Maybe there are exceptions. People are going to call in, oh, I got a speedboat. We fish all the time. All right, whatever. But I don't see I don't get it. I really don't. All right, go ahead. Start lighting up the phones. 842-5376, 842-KERN, because when we come back, I'm going to ask the callers a simple current event question or a question regarding Megyn Kelly. I have time during the break. I might even add some Charlie Sheen questions. They'll be here November 20th. We've got 5 pairs of tickets to give away. So 5 callers will get 5 answers correctly and get a pair of tickets to see her November 20th right here in Bakersfield. I would stick around and pick up the phone.
This is AM 1180 KERN Green Acres. This is 96.1 FM Bakersfield. Online at KERNradio.com.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Israel has handed over more Palestinian remains in Gaza today.
Israel returned the bodies of 15 Palestinians in the
latest
latest step to fulfilling the terms of the fragile U.S. brokered ceasefire agreement. The bodies were returned after militants late on Thursday handed over the body of one of the last 4 remaining Israeli hostages taken during the October 7, 2023 attack that launched the war in Gaza.
Correspondent Charles Philadesna reporting. Since the ceasefire began on October 10th, Israel has received the remains of 25 hostages, with 3 still in Gaza. For each hostage body returned, Israel releases 15 Palestinian bodies. Thousands of documents released by the House Oversight Committee on Wednesday offer a new glimpse into what Jeffrey Epstein's relationships with business executives, reporters, academics, and political players looked like over a decade.
The emails show that Epstein maintained connections with influential figures despite his 2008 guilty plea to soliciting prostitution from an underage girl. The documents spanning while others but do illustrate his influence, and died in jail a month later. 20.
Police in Oakland, California say Laney College football coach John Beam, known from Netflix's Last Chance U, has died after being shot on. His death on Friday, a day after the shooting. A suspect has been arrested. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 309 points. More at townhall.com.
Well, because he doesn't live, he used to live out on Snow Road.
Americans everywhere are on edge. The government shutdown has dragged on, and every day that passes, the markets grow more uncertain. When anxiety grips Wall Street, the first thing that takes the hit is your retirement savings, your IRA, your 401k. Everything you've worked for can suffer a loss of value virtually overnight. And now, with the Fed preparing another rate cut, precious metals are poised for dramatic gains in the coming weeks. That's why gold at 800-741-GOLD. Retirement funds into physical gold and silver. When paper assets crumble under government dysfunction and global tension, precious metals stand firm. Don't wait for the next save. Call Advantage Gold at 800-741-GOLD. Your free gold kit now. It'll show you exactly how to secure your IRA or 401k with tangible assets. Call 800-741-4653. Financial advisor before investing. Call 800-741-GOLD.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
For now, he languishes in jail. I'm Chris Davis. A hearing was supposed to happen this morning for 33-year-old Andres Cerna, who is facing several charges, including second-degree murder in the November 3rd death of 8-year-old Xavier Alvarez. But that hearing did not happen. The lawyers weren't ready. The court will try again Tuesday, though. Cerna is accused of being 4 times over the legal limit when his truck went through a fence and ran over Alvarez and his father in a parking lot near California Street. Cerna has pleaded not guilty, but has had trouble with the law before with DUI arrests. The 10 Commandments and whether that set of Mosaic mandates will be able to be displayed at several Kern County schools has not been decided. And when the Kern County Board of Education will actually take a vote is not clear for now. They postponed a vote Thursday night, saying more research needs to be done on the matter. And that was after a 1-hour closed-door meeting. Members of the community waited outside, some with signs in support and others saying, no way. If Thursday's grand opening at Hard Rock Casino Tejon, attended by thousands of people, is any indication, the new sheriff's station and connected fire station being built there will likely be needed. The sheriff's station will support 10 deputies and 2 senior officers. Both have separate entrances, and the opening for the stations, which will also serve the Mettler area, is expected in March. You're invited to bring your items for recycling tomorrow to the Dignity Health Arena South parking lot off 14th and North Streets for the Bakersfield Recycles Day event. Batteries, electronics, large and small household items, mattresses, box springs, used clothes, and even surplus construction materials are all allowed. That's from 8 to noon. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN newsroom with the news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
What do you think? This is the Army where you shoot them a mile away? You got to get up close like this. Bada bing! You blow their brains all over your nice Ivy League suit.
It's the Ralph Bailey Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Now make sure you leave the house when you make the call. You understand me? You hear me? Call from an outside line. I mean it.
Call in or text to 661-842-KERN. That's 661-842-5376. Listen live at KERNradio.com. Now, the host you've been waiting all day for. Live from the KERN studio, here's Ralph Bailey.
Final hour of the broadcast, final hour all the week as we wrap up another 5 days of outstanding radio broadcasting right here on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN, where we stream live at kernradio.com. Coming to the bottom of the hour, Chris Christie, former governor of the state of New Jersey, former presidential candidate, and former White House aide to Donald Trump. Now, they don't get along so well, but nevertheless, he's written a great piece on legalized gambling and how it is regulating gambling. We've had a slew of athletes who have been caught recently, and Christie's argument, which I think is a good one, is the reason they were caught is because bookmakers, legitimate bookmakers, now that it's legal, clocked what type of bets these guys were making. And as my father explained to me, because my father was a big football gambler, and he noticed that I started to get into it. And because there used to be a thing called the goal sheet. And it was kind of a handicapper's guide to NFL football. It came on Fridays. And I would always steal it from my dad by Saturday. And he said, I don't mind you gambling, but and you're going to lose about 38% of the time. He said professional gamblers that know what they do break about even. They do it for the juice. They do it for the activity. And they break just about even. They don't make a ton of money. And those are pros. So just know you're gonna lose 6 out of 10 times. Just know that. If you know that, it's your money. Do what you ever want to do. And so when you start winning on an incredible level, you suddenly become a unicorn. And it catches the eyes of these legalized gamblers, these legalized bookies, and they start clocking you. They start watching you. And that's how Chauncey Billups and True Rozier, that's how all these guys got caught. Because all of a sudden you're making these people are making prop bets, the baseball players. They're making crazy prop bets, and they're consistently winning. So we'll talk about that at the bottom of the hour. But in the meantime, we've got 5 pairs of tickets to go see Megyn Kelly and Charlie Sheen. And we're giving away in this segment and the next, over the next half hour, however long it takes us to get rid of 5 pairs of tickets. And all you got to do is call in and answer one of the questions, either current events or regarding Megyn Kelly. And no, I didn't have enough time to come up with some Charlie Sheen questions, but I probably could ad-lib them. But nevertheless, who do we got, Chris?
Katie's on the line.
Katie, good afternoon. You're on the Ralph Bailey Show.
Hi, Ralph.
Hi, Katie. Are you a big fan of Megyn Kelly's?
Yes, I am.
All righty.
Fan of yours, too.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So would you like current events or questions regarding Megyn Kelly?
Let's try Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. What's the name of her podcast?
Megyn Kelly.
Try one more time.
Oh.
I mean, I need just a little more information.
The Megyn Kelly Show.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
I'm your same age, and I've got short-term memory loss.
All right, very good. Hang on, talk to Chris. You want your pair of tickets? They're here November 20th. Congratulations, and thanks for listening to the broadcast.
Thank you so much.
All right,
you have a wonderful week.
You too. Stay dry. Hang on. All right. Yeah, I thought I'd get somebody with that. It was so obvious. I thought I'd get somebody with that. But nevertheless. And I was extremely kind. I could have been like, because you just said Megyn Kelly. But I got it out of her. We're trying to give these tickets away. I'm not trying to fool you guys, but I don't want to make it too simple at the same time. Don't make it too simple. Should I allow them to run the Megyn Kelly category? Or should I make them bounce back and forth?
I feel like bouncing back and forth would be a good way to go.
So now the next person has to go current events? Huh?
I think that's a good way to do it, yeah.
And here's the other question.
Okay.
Should we allow people to call back if they get it wrong?
Let's see how many people call in first.
Yeah, because we don't have a lot. We
got one more now, but
nobody holding on?
Not at the moment, no.
Yeah, you're right. We might
no, so I'll hold off on that. But Ron is on the line.
Ron, you're on the Ralph Bailey Show.
How you doing today, Ralph?
I'm good. You want to go current events or Megyn Kelly?
Let's go current event.
Ooh, I like it. A challenger. Hang on, I got to look this up here. Please stand by. Don't go anywhere. Don't anybody panic. I just need to get this here. Okay, that's right there. November 14th. All right, here we go. The government shutdown ended this week after how many Democratic and independent senators voted for a Republican-backed spending package? Was it 1 Democrat and independent, 2 Democrats and independents, 8, 47, or 100?
Ralph, I believe it was 1.
Ooh, no.
Da-da-da-da.
I'm sorry. The correct answer was 8. 8 joined it. We have 53 Republicans, and they needed 8 to get over the 60 mark. I'm sorry, man.
All right, I'm going to call back again next week, and we'll do it again. Ralph.
All right, very good. Thanks for the call. I appreciate you listening.
All right. Have a great afternoon. And Ralph, I thought I seen you already headed down to the casino, getting ready to get that blackjack table going.
Not blackjack. I'm a poker man.
You are a poker man.
Yeah, I'm going to play a little Texas Hold'em there sooner or later.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Have a good one, Ralph.
You too. Have a good weekend. 842-5376, 842-KERN. That's too bad. I feel bad when we don't give them tickets. But yeah, it was 8 because you say, well, Ralph, 53 and 8 is 61. But remember, 1 Republican in the Senate went with the Democrats from the Commonwealth of Kentucky, Dr. Rand Paul. So there are only 52 Republicans who were in favor. So we needed 8 Democrats to get to 60. And that's why the government is no longer open. 842-5376, our phone number, 842-KERN. We have 4 more pairs of tickets to give away. All you have to do is answer a simple current event question or a question regarding the life and times of Megyn Kelly, who'll be here November 20th, along with Charlie Sheen. That makes me want to say we've got 3 pairs of tickets and snag one for my damn self, because there are some questions I'd like to ask Charlie Sheen. Like, dude, talk about this tiger blood thing, and how is doing anything sexual with a man not considered being gay? Because I think his new take is, as many of you know, he came out and said, I've had relations with a man, and everybody thought, obviously, that meant intercourse, and he said it didn't, but he did other things. I'm sorry. If you're in a room with a man and you're both naked, you gay. as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
let
there's
alone
locker rooms for that.
Well, I don't mean in a locker room
No, I know.
setting.
Agree.
I'm just saying, no.
Okay, now
Who
we
you
got a handful of callers, so we're gonna.
All right, here we go. Who you got?
Vicky's first.
Vicky on the Ralph Bailey Show.
Hi, Ralph Bailey.
How you doing, Vicky?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to drive and concentrate at the same time.
Oh Lord, now don't kill yourself for some tickets, Vicky.
No. I'm not.
All
You're on
right.
speaker.
All right.
Free.
You want current events or Megyn Kelly?
I'll take current events.
Current events. As part of the temporary spending plan that ended the shutdown, Republicans agreed to do what? Cancel Trump's White House ballroom project? Dismantle the Department of Government Efficiency? Eliminate the Senate filibuster? Extend subsidies for Obamacare health plans? Or rehire federal workers laid off because of the shutdown?
I believe it is D, extend Obamacare subsidies.
No, I'm sorry. No, that's the one thing they didn't do. They rehired federal workers laid off because of the shutdown.
I thought they extended it just till the end of the year.
Not yet. They're still trying to haggle it out, and Republicans are holding on. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
Should have gone with my
Vicky.
gut. Should have gone with my gut.
I know you
Thank
should have.
you.
All right, you can try again.
Okay.
All right, thanks again.
Bye.
God, I feel like the Wicked Witch when they
Yeah,
get it
well,
wrong.
You gotta get the correct. You gotta get it right though.
Yeah.
You gotta get it right.
All right, who else you got?
Next we got Lizzie.
Lizzie? Lizzie, is that right? Lizzie?
Wicked Witch.
No, I was talking about me, Lizzie. You got to turn your radio down. You're behind us. Turn your radio down.
Got it.
All right. I was talking about me. I said, I feel like the Wicked Witch when they get it wrong and I can't give away tickets.
Oh, well, then give it to me.
Well,
I
then you
knew
got to.
the answer to that one. Dang it.
Well, you knew that answer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
All right. You want current events or Megyn Kelly?
Let's do current events.
Current events. A House panel released thousands of documents related to investigation of Jeffrey Epstein this week. In one 2015 email, which person whom Epstein turned to frequently for advice told him to let Trump hang himself on CNN? In fact, we talked about this earlier in the broadcast, and I mentioned this gentleman's name. Was it Steve Bannon, Ghislaine Maxwell, President Trump, Larry Summers, or Michael Wolff? Do you want me to read them again?
Yes.
Steve Bannon, Ghislaine Maxwell, President Trump, Larry Summers, or Michael Wolff?
Michael Wolff.
Oh my God, she got it right. It was Michael Wolff, an ill-reputed journalist. Very nicely done. Yes, it was Michael Wolff.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Lizzie. Hang on. Talk to Chris. Oh, don't cut her off. Bring her back.
Oh, she's there.
Are you there, Lizzie? What'd you say?
I am here. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Enjoy the, what do we call it? I can't call it a concert.
No, this is more of like a live podcast.
A colloquy? Yeah, with him and Charlie Sheen. All right, hang on. Talk to Chris.
Definitely. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. I'm getting kind of obvious now. A little bit, just a little bit.
We had to. Someone had to win.
Yeah, had to be nice.
Next up,
who you got?
Chris Orr.
Chris Orr, what's really going on?
Hey, Ralph Bailey.
Now, I can't be as nice to you because I know you and people would scream, oh, you did that because of your friend. I just did that with Lizzie.
I actually just messed up. I apologize, Chris. Call back. I accidentally just hung up on you.
Oh,
when I was trying to get Lizzie in here, I accidentally just hung up on you. Chris Orr, please call back. You'll be next up on the list. I apologize.
All right.
Nancy will be up while we wait for him.
All right. Nancy, you're on the Ralph Bailey Show. Nancy?
Hello?
Hi, Nancy. Do you have your radio on?
I do not.
Okay, good. All right, do you want current events or Megyn Kelly?
Let's go current events.
Current events. Everybody's going current events. We're going to run out. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm not even going to lie. After the Louvre heist last month, the internet became obsessed. You know what? I'm going to skip this question. I'm going to skip that question. Let's go with this. America's Catholic bishops issued a statement this week rebuking the Trump administration's handling of what issue? Abortion, capital punishment, food stamps, immigration, or tariffs. America's Catholic bishops issued a statement this week rebuking the Trump administration's handling of what issue? Abortion, capital punishment, food stamps, immigration, tariffs.
I'm going to say immigration, Ralph.
That is absolutely correct. Nicely done. Very nicely done, Nancy. Congratulations. You're going to see Megyn Kelly and Charlie Sheen November 20th.
Thank you.
All right. Congratulations. Thanks for listening. Hang on. Talk to Chris. Hang on. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Yes. It's immigration. The bishops, who are often divided by politics in the Pope Francis era, united behind Leo XIV, the first pope from the United States, who has spoken out for immigrants. In a near unanimous statement, they said they oppose, quote, the indiscriminate mass deportation of people. Very nicely done. We're almost out of current events questions, though. Waiting for Chris, who is talking with Nancy, as we get ready for our next caller, 842. In fact, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back and wrap this up. Is that easier to take a break right now and come back, or you want to keep going?
No, we need to take a break because I got way too many people. We still got to get Chris in here because I feel bad for cutting him off.
Quick timeout. Chris Orr gets to the front of the line if he can get through. We got so many callers calling in. But we still have, what, 3 pairs left? 2 pairs? We got 3 correct answers already? All right, we got 2 left. 2 pairs left. Chris Orr is next. So we've only got 1 more slot open. 842-5376, the phone number, 842-KERN. Pair of tickets to go see Megyn Kelly, Charlie Sheen, right here in town, November the 20th. Quick timeout, coming right back. It's TRBS on a Friday, right here on News Talk 96.1, AM 1180, KERN, where we stream live at kernradio.com.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180, KERN. Start your day right. First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m.
On the Friday edition of the First Look program, first of all, the rain's coming. We got a giant storm coming. We got half the people in town getting mental health diversion from judges. We'll do all of that. Plus, we'll have news and traffic and weather. It's all happening 6 to 9 a.m. right here at News Talk 96.1 and streaming live on a worldwide webs at kernradio.com.
First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180, KERN.
Meet Paul Sheldon's client, Vance Furtado.
Hi, my name is Vance Furtado, and I saw Paul Sheldon's advertising, and my wife and I were going to need to begin Medicare very soon, and we thought he would be a great guy to talk to. And we were not disappointed. He and his staff were excellent. They provided much needed guidance for us, and we would recommend Paul Sheldon and his agency to anyone desiring help when it comes to figuring out the confusing world of Medicare. Medicare can be so terribly confusing. That's why my wife and I were so glad that we went to Paul Sheldon. He and his staff were incredibly helpful to us. So I would recommend Paul and his agency to anyone. Thank you, Paul, for all the help that you provided, giving us an excellent sense and direction of how best to satisfy our needs when it comes to Medicare.
When Medicare matters, our team has the answers. Team Paul Sheldon.
398-2298. We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1783. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-1783. That's 800-575-1783. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Before you hit the road for the holidays, make sure you're
car is ready for the journey. Kern Oil Change keeps your engine running smooth and your family safe. No appointments needed. Just drive in and their fast, friendly team will get you back on the road in minutes. Don't wait till you're stuck on the side of the road. Stop by Kern Oil Change today and travel with confidence this holiday season. Kern Oil Change has 2 locations to serve you: 3706 Coffee Road and 5651 Auburn Street. Kern Oil Change is open 7 days a week. Follow us on Instagram for additional savings.
It's another huge giveaway night on Saturday as the Condors host Youth Jersey Giveaway when they take on the Coachella Valley Firebirds. The first 2,000 kids 12 and under will get a number 21 Matt Savoy blue jersey. He's up in Edmonton scoring goals in the NHL. Saturday is Youth Jersey Giveaway presented by SC Architect and 23 ABC. Big crowd expected, so get here early. Doors open at 6. The puck drops at 7. Fun starts at just $15 at condorstown.com or by calling 324-PUCK.
This is Condors Town.
I'm JR Flores. Catch my show, The JR Show, weekdays at 2 p.m. Now, back to the Ralph Bailey Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm gonna get higher. 842-537-6842 KRN. We got 2 more pairs of tickets to see Megyn Kelly and Charlie Sheen November 20th right here in Baco. And I'm assuming we have Chris Orr on the phone.
We do. We have Chris back.
All right, Mr. Orr, what would you like, sir? Megyn Kelly or current events?
Current events, please.
Everybody is what? I thought you guys liked Megyn Kelly. Don't you know anything about damn Megyn Kelly? Please stand by. I forgot where I put this. Okay, there it is. All right. 2 executives at the BBC have resigned over a controversy regarding edited clips from what event? Trump's speech before the January 6th Capitol riot, the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II, a red carpet interview with Dwayne Johnson, a covertly recorded meeting at the House of Lords, or a 1945 radio address by Winston Churchill.
That would be because they selectively edited some stuff out of his speech from the January 6th event.
That is absolutely correct. They changed like 56 minutes away the comments. They made one comment at like 1 o'clock, and then they came up with another comment at 1:56, and the head of the BBC had to resign. I might talk about it on Monday. I was going to make it a topic on the show today because it's a big deal. They went at it in the House of Commons today about this, where the prime minister defended the president and others were saying that it's a bunch of lies and he's attacking our most sacred piece of publishing, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Nicely done, Chris. I wasn't shocked that you would get that. All right, man. Congratulations.
It's because I listened to the Ralph Bailey show.
There you go. There you go.
Hey,
yes.
Can I hit you up for some lacrosse promo next week?
Absolutely. You know that.
All
you got carte blanche.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. Hang on. Talk to Chris.
Have a great weekend, Ralph.
All right, you too, buddy. Bye. Oh, I should have talked to him about Billy Burke. Put him back on the phone real quick. Hey, did you go to Billy Burke's funeral?
I could not because I had to go down to LA for a medical appointment.
I wish I had known about it. I saw it on television. Either 17 or 23 did a really nice piece on the funeral and on his life. Yeah.
That was. I mean, that will forever be a fantastic experience.
Yeah, me too. That's
and I enjoyed kicking it with you on the plane. You and your ratty old Raiders sweatpants.
Don't talk about my ghetto sweats. What's the matter with you?
What? They're awesome.
They're ghetto, is what they are.
I got a Giants T-shirt with so many holes. My wife finally just took a pair of scissors and chopped it up into red.
Yeah, but you don't wear them to the United States House of Representatives like I did, like a moron.
That I did not. And I'm really proud. I got one of my lacrosse players is applying to Air Force Academy, and he's got his meeting with Vince Fong next week for his interview.
Nice.
For his appointment.
Very nice. Good to hear that. All right, Pop.
Our first.
All right,
Okay.
go talk to Chris. Love you too, man. Take care.
We're going to have to hold on because I don't think we have enough time to take another question, but we still have more callers, correct? All right, we will take a break and take some more callers. We've got one more pair of tickets to give away. This, again, is to see Megyn Kelly. This will be interesting. She and Charlie Sheen. And, of course, sadly, as I assume, excuse me, most of you know, it was scheduled to be Megyn Kelly and Charlie Kirk before that dastardly, horrendous afternoon in Utah. Now, how she picked Charlie Sheen to replace a Christian like Charlie Kirk, I'm not so certain, but it'll certainly be interesting. Like I said, I'd love to ask Charlie Sheen a couple of questions. How did you blow making $1.5 million a week? Quick time out. More tickets to give away when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. President Trump has announced the removal of U.S. tariffs on beef, coffee, tropical fruits, and other commodities. This move comes amid pressure to address high consumer prices. Mr. Trump had focused on tariffs to boost domestic production in the U.S. economy. However, recent off-year elections showed economic concerns as a top issue. Police in Oakland, California say Laney College football coach John Beam, known from Netflix's Last Chance U, has died after being shot on campus. Police announced his death on Friday, a day after the shooting. A suspect has been arrested. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 309 points, the Nasdaq rose 30, the S&P 500 declined 3 points. More details at srnnews.com.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Chris Davis. The 10 Commandments are not going up yet in Kern County schools. The Board of Education did not vote on it Thursday night, and members of the board do not know when that vote will happen. They say it's a matter for more research first. Tuesday is the new day set for a hearing for 33-year-old Andres Cerna, who is accused of second-degree murder and DUI in the death of 8-year-old Xavier Alvarez. The Friday hearing that was scheduled was postponed because the attorneys weren't ready. Recycling Day is Saturday at the Dignity Health Arena South parking lot off 14th and North Streets for the Bakersfield Recycles Day event. That's from 8 to noon, and you have a wide latitude on the items you can bring. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Ralph Bailey for Sangera Subaru. You know, I think the guys over at Sangera Subaru totally lost their minds. Did you know that now through November 19th, the lease on a 2025 Crosstrek, $149 a month. I'm not kidding. A 2025 Crosstrek Premium CVT, only $149 a month for 36 months and just $5,100 down due at signing. Or if you'd rather buy, you can get as low as 1.9% APR financing. Buy or lease. Either way, you're going to get a brand new 2025 Crosstrek. These offers end November 19th, so stop by and see my good friends Damon Culbertson, Hassan Levy, pick out your Crosstrek and the financing that works best for you. Sangera Subaru, paving the way for a better community. 5500 Gasoline Alley Drive in the Bakersfield Auto Mall.
Through November 19, 2025, lease a 2025 Crosstrek Premium CVT model code SRB-13 for $149 a month for 36 months. $5,100 due at lease signing plus tax and license, 0 security deposit, 10,000 mile a year limit, 15 cents per mile overage, MSRP $30,048, VIN number SA325315, 1.9% APR financing on 2025 Crosstrek models, financing for well-qualified buyers only, subject to credit approval, offer ends November 19, 2025.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage California can count on.
Monday edition Clay Travis, Buck Sexton show. You won't want to miss it.
as we break down all the chaos with the government back up and running and everything associated with that. Plus, we'll hopefully have some fun stories from the weekend. All that and more. Come hang with us on the Monday edition of Clay and Buck.
The Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, live 9 to noon. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the Ralph Bailey Show.
Eight four two 537 KER. And we've got one more set of tickets to give away. I set up all afternoon and came up with Megyn Kelly questions. It's not one person.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true.
Who?
I believe Vicky asked for a Megyn Kelly question because it was.
She did. She named her podcast.
Yeah, for the podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Who else you got?
Tommy's on the line now.
Tommy?
Tommy.
Hey, Ralph.
Tommy, like Tommy's Burgers?
Yeah, Tommy Tucson.
All right, Tommy. What's really going on? What would you like, current events or Megyn Kelly?
Let's go Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. She graduated from what is considered one of the finest journalism schools in the country that Bob Costas attended but did not graduate. Derek Colvin attended. Carmelo Anthony attended. And Jim Brown attended. Where did she graduate?
Georgetown?
No. No, I'm sorry. God, I feel so bad. Jim Brown, you don't know where Jim Brown went to school?
Carmelo
Anthony? I thought that would give it away. Do you know?
Oh, I know.
What is it?
Syracuse.
Yeah. Okay, I don't feel that bad then. The clues were good. Yeah, Jim Brown. And I was going to throw in Ernie Davis, but I didn't think anybody knew who Ernie Davis was.
That's a long shot on that.
Yeah, but all right, man, I'm sorry. You can try again, though. We still got one pair of tickets, but we got a long line, but you can try again.
All right.
Thanks a lot. God dang it. I feel so bad.
Oh, well,
All right, who else you got?
Dave is next, man.
Dave, you're on the Ralph Bailey Show.
Hey, what's going on, Ralph?
You tell me, Dave, you want current events or Megyn Kelly?
I was going to go Megyn Kelly, but you threw out that question, so I'm going current events.
Well, you think that was a tough one? I thought that was an easy one. You don't know what the great...
Ask you next. What's her husband's name? My goodness.
You don't know where the great Jim Brown went to college? A 31-year-old kid.
Brown?
Who is Jim Brown? Never mind.
That's all the answer.
That's all you can say. Yeah, I'm not even going to take it any further. All right, current events. The commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration said the agency will remove black box warnings of blood clots and breast cancer for estrogen pills. What are the pills used to treat dementia, diabetes, insomnia, male pattern baldness, or menopause? The commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration said the agency will remove black box warnings of blood clots and breast cancer for estrogen pills. What are the pills used to treat dementia, diabetes, insomnia, male pattern baldness, or menopause?
I'm going to go with the menopause.
That's absolutely correct. Yes. Very nicely done.
Nice.
Was that a total guess out of your behind?
When you said the menopause or the estrogen, I'm kind of just guessing. Yeah, I went with the menopause.
Yeah, I guess the same thing. I got these questions from the New York Times quiz that I took earlier today, and I took the same shot. I agree. Estrogen, women, it's got to be that. And that's a pretty good,
nice.
Pretty good educated guess. All right, man. Thanks for listening. Hang on. Talk to Mr. Burdick real quick and get all the information. All right. No, you're welcome. Yeah, all these questions were based on today's New York Times quiz. I couldn't say that in advance because, of course, everyone could have just pulled up the New York Times quiz and filled it out. The question, and by the way, if you're wondering why I did not read one of the questions to one of the guests, is because it was a visual question. The question was, after the Louvre heist last month, the internet became obsessed with the dapper gentleman in the photo above. This week, we learned his identity. Who is he? And I just didn't think it was fair since it's a visual question. And there's a dapper looking kid. And it's the answers are a French art crime. In fact, by the way, I got 9 out of 10. This is the only one I missed. A French art crime detective, a teenage bystander, a private investigator hired by the Louvre, a true crime podcast host, or one of the thieves. And he's dressed in a fedora and a beautiful beige suit with an umbrella and an overcoat. He looks like $1 million, but I just didn't think it was fair to ask a visual question on the radio, obviously. And it's the only one I got wrong. Again, the question was, after the Louvre heist last month, the internet became obsessed with the dapper gentleman in the photo above. This week, we learned his identity. Who is he? What do you think? Take a shot.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening because I just apparently met a long-lost family member. I have no idea.
You're related to the guy that
I
just
don't know
won?
if we're related, but he's got the last name of Burdick, and I don't know a lot of people who do.
Well, then he's disqualified. He's got to give up the tickets.
That's not true.
It is true, actually, but we're not going to.
I don't know him like that. So.
After the Louvre heist last month, the internet became obsessed with the dapper gentleman in the photo above. This week, we learned his identity. Who is he? Can you see that at all? Look on
Not really.
Look on there. Can you see that? Can y'all see that?
Okay, that's a little bit better.
It's just a well-dressed young man.
Dapper man.
Yeah. Was he a French art crimes detective, a teenage bystander, a private investigator hired by the Louvre, a true crime podcast host, or one of the thieves?
I'm going to say a true crime podcast host.
That's what I said.
Specific.
That's what I said. It's a teenage bystander.
It's a teenager?
It's the only one I got wrong. That's what I said. I said the same thing when I got that. Guy looks like he's 35 years old. Because he's, like I said, he's wearing a beautiful suit and a fedora that's kind of cocked to the side, and he's got an umbrella, a really nice umbrella. Like, what teenagers use umbrellas? Okay, I'll be blues. Oh God, I'm going out tonight. I said I wasn't going to go out tonight, and I let this 6'5" football player drag me out.
He's a very intimidating fellow.
Like you said, he's starting to get out and about. So when he does want to go out, I try to go with him, because he was Mike. I'm talking about my best friend, Mike Arier, former football player. He used to live out there in damn Shafter off Snow Road, and he'd never come into town. He was isolated, he wouldn't do anything. He'd host poker parties, and that's about it. But now that he's moved in closer to town, he wants to hang out on the weekends. We've been going to KC's and whatnot. I was supposed to head and play in some poker tournament tonight, but that got canceled at the last minute. And then I realized, you know what I realized? Because it's, I don't know if I should, well, I'm not saying who is putting it on, but it's like a private poker party that I got invited to. Why do you think I was hesitant to go?
It's because of the NBA stuff going on right
Yes. I'm like, what if the game is rigged and I don't know?
You're the face card.
And I'm the sucker. Exactly. Because you know how that works, don't you?
Yeah, they bring you in to bring in some legitimacy to the game.
No, I'm not. No.
Oh, which way are we talking about here?
No, the way they do it with just regular guys is they bring you in, they let you win crazy for about a half an hour, and then they take it back plus whatever else you throw in. That's how they get you. They give you cards for about a half an hour, and you think, I'm the best poker player in the world, and then all of a sudden the cards go cold, you lose what they gave you. You think, well, I was hot for half an hour, maybe I'll get hot again, and you ended up blowing 2 or 3 bills of your own. Not that I'm accusing the guys that invited me to this poker event of doing that, but given current events, that was certainly lingering in my head, so I did not attend. 842-5376, 842-KER. Well, that was fun. I'm glad we gave those away, and Again, the only reason we had those all available because Chris and I are too stupid to do what we're told and give them away once every day throughout the week. So we ended up on Friday with 5 pairs. And what?
In my defense, I told you about this on Monday.
No, you didn't. You told me about it on Wednesday.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
It was either Monday or Tuesday. I know that's a fact.
Okay, if it was Tuesday, that's still wrong. But it was not. I swear it was not Monday.
And we can look back at YouTube.
There was no way. Yeah. Are our discussions?
Yes, they are. At least this one was, because I know for a fact you were sitting right there. I was right here, and I said, "Oh, hey, by the way, we have Megyn Kelly tickets."
And it was like Tuesday or Wednesday, because I remember. Because that's why you suggested we do.
Right.
Remember, you suggested we do
TRBS Jeopardy.
TRBS Jeopardy. And the only reason you would suggest that is because we had a bunch that we had to give away in one shot. Thank you. I rest my case, Your Honor. Because if we were on time, if you told me Monday,
I told you.
if you told me Monday, we wouldn't have had to play Jeopardy. We would have just given away a pair each day. I rest my case, Your Honor. Leave us go. Our final break of the week. It's the Ralph Bailey Show. A lot going on this weekend, despite the rain. Again, if you missed our interview with David Brust, go to YouTube and go back and watch it. Owner-operator by where Goose Looney's used to be. Area. Good guy, Mr. Brust. Former journalist and overall good egg. Restaurant owner, operator, his lovely wife. And I believe Russell Johnson, former city council member, is part owner as well. Keep it locked. The Charlie Kirk Show at the top of the hour. Monday. I got something special Monday, and I'm an old man who smokes way too much THC, so I have no idea what it is. No idea. But believe me, I've got something special on Monday. And I've got about 14 minutes to remember what it is, so I might be able to tell you before we get out of here. But if not, be sure to tune in on Monday. Yeah, I can't come up with it. I smoked a really big blunt right before the show, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. That's a joke. It's a joke. I smoked it before the break. It's the Ralph Bailey Show. Right here on News Talk 96.1, AM 1180, KERN. We stream live at kernradio.com.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180, KERN.
On the next Armstrong and Getty Show, checking in with Russia's in Ukraine, Vladimir Putin is now giving military training to middle schoolers. Yikes.
By Monday, we'll know if the stock market slide has continued, has the AI bubble actually burst or not, and all the other news of the day, all the interesting stuff that happened over the weekend. We'll have it for you next. Armstrong and Getty Show.
A rainy night. I'm going out.
On News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180, KERN.
This is your intrepid news reporter, Scoop Newsman, coming to you live from a helicopter high above the historic Santa Margarita Ranch. From this break reporter's lofty vantage point, I can see preparations are continuing for the return of the Jingle Bell Express that will whisk passengers to Santa's Village. Reports are that the historic Jingle Bell Express will be pulling amongst their cadre of rolling stock, genuine original Disney train cars. Once you arrive, kids and adults will be entertained like never before with a mystic magic show, a charming Christmas market, adorable pony rides, and more food, fun, and frivolity than ever. The Jingle Bell Express will be arriving at the historic Santa Margarita Ranch November 28th and running until December 21st. But get your tickets now. This reporter also has a source deep inside Santa's Village that has confirmed that if your plans change, your tickets can change too, from now until November. So make sure you reserve your seats on the Jingle Bell Express by going to christmas@themargarita.com before the Christmas train passes you by.
With Progressive, you can reach customer service in the way that's easiest for you, by phone, app, or online. We know it would be great if we just magically appeared, but that's more of a genie thing, and we do insurance. But with us, you'd be like, well, it wasn't a genie, but it was great customer service, so that's nice. And sure, you probably would still like the whole 3 wishes thing, so if you meet a genie, you should definitely ask. But when you need us, contact Progressive by phone, app, or online. Just no genies. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where did I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
Cashback is not available.
You know,
on
it's
gas in New
cheaper
Jersey,
for me to
Wisconsin.
go home.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the
It's cheaper
U.S.
for me
are
to
now
go home,
spending on gas in a year. $5
take a
grand.
bong
That's
hit,
crazy. If you drive, you
and then
have to
call
download
an
Upside, the
Uber
free app
to
that
go to
gives you
Bill
cash back
Lee's,
every time you get
that
gas.
it is
That's
to
right. You
just
can
put
earn
in
real cash back with
my house and
Upside
Bill
just by
Lee's.
buying the gas you're already
Isn't
buying.
that
You
stupid?
can literally start earning
Like if I
cash
put
back
in
today.
my house,
every
Bill
time I fill up.
Lee's,
I've already made around
and just run in and
$300.
drop
You're
my
putting
bag
gas in
off
your
and go
car
back in
anyway.
the
Why
car,
not get real
it's like
cash back?
25
If you like
bucks.
free money, download Upside.
But if
I'm
I
saving
just
the
go
cash I earn
home,
from using Upside
that's
to help pay for a
$8 something,
vacation later this year.
and
Download
then
the free
from
Upside
my
app
house
now to
to
earn
Bill
cash
Lee's
back every time
is
you
like
buy
$9.
gas. Use promo code
So
HYPE
it's
to get an
17
extra
versus
25 cents per
25.
gallon on your first tank. You can
And
cash
it's
out
basically
anytime
the
right to your
same.
bank, PayPal,
I
or a
mean,
gift
I
card for
don't get
Amazon
it.
and other brands. Just
Like
download
last
the
night
free Upside app
when I
and
went
use
to
promo
Coconut
code
Joe's,
HYPE for a 25 cents
by
per gallon
putting that
bonus on your
in,
first tank.
it
That's
cost me
code
21
HYPE
bucks.
for a 25
If I had
cents
just
per
gone
gallon
home,
bonus.
The
it's like
Armstrong and
$10.
Getty Show, weekdays noon to 2
And it's like
on
what?
News Talk
3 blocks out of the
96.1
way?
and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the Ralph Bailey Show.
You want to hear the Megyn Kelly questions that I worked so hard on, and only 2 people wanted to get into?
Why not? Let's hear.
I don't know why I threw this in, because the guy gave me crap. Like, what, you gonna ask what her husband's name is? Because I did ask a similar question. I was gonna ask, how many kids does she have? Take a shot.
2?
3. Before becoming a journalist, what did she do for a living?
I'm going to take a wild stab and say real estate.
Attorney.
Okay.
She got a law degree. Her first TV job was in this capital city. Don't overthink it. That's what I was going to tell you.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Capital city would be here in California, would Sacramento, but she's not from Cali, so I would say New York City.
Albany? No, nobody go there. They wouldn't start in Albany.
Oh, that's right. New York City's not even the capital of New York. I'm stupid.
No. DC.
Oh, okay.
DC.
A literal capital city. Okay.
Exactly. She was a regular on this show. And then I was going to do this. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. What show was she?
Where was she a regular on his show?
Back when it first started.
Really?
Yeah. She used to do regular. Jesse Waters replaced her, who is now on Fox. Who am I talking about?
That would be O'Reilly, right?
And I was going to tell you to pull that up. Don't we have that somewhere? I know,
It's deep in my log somewhere, but I know we do.
There's a famous episode where Bill O'Reilly, when he was young, and he was on, it wasn't even the Bill O'Reilly show. It was, what was the name of that show? He was on Current something. Please stand by. This is going to bug me. Hey, Siri, show me Bill O'Reilly. Please stand by. We got till 6 o'clock.
Inside Edition?
Inside Edition, yep. He was on Inside Edition, and they were doing an outro, a musical outro, which in television means you throw it to something and you say, and tonight, in fact, this is what it was. Tonight, we leave you with Sting, who's going to be in concert tonight. Here is the great Sting. And he couldn't do it. And he tried to do it because you guys can hear me do my promos, and you see sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 takes. And that's what happened to him. He was trying to do a promo, and he just got so mad that he couldn't do it during the commercial break. He just went, screw it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. And it's like, dude, settle down. Well, you can't find it? That would be classic if you could find that. It's such a great, maybe I could find it. Hey, Siri, show me Bill O'Reilly. We'll do it live. Okay. Here it is. I got it.
there any cursing in it too? Because I
don't
found it
think
on
so.
YouTube, but I didn't want to like play it just in case.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see. We'll find out. Be ready.
Outside, these gloves might be for you. It's not only these waterproof and windproof.
Okay, I can skip the end now.
That's tomorrow. And that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know what. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting video.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
I knew there was one in there.
I didn't.
I knew there was one in there. I was like, I'm pretty sure he drops an F-bomb. I caught it though, but they.
Okay, good. I love that. We'll do it live. I've gotten upset, but I don't think I've ever raised my voice to that point. But
no, not to that level.
She's very on the show. She got a lot of smoke when she claimed this man was white. Ooh, this is a great question. She got a lot of smoke when she claimed this man was white.
Again, wild stab. I don't think I know the answer to this, but Obama?
Santa Claus.
Oh.
You don't remember that when she had the NBC show? And there was some, I don't know what raised the issue nationally, but she was like, look, I don't know why they're trying to, Santa Claus is white, so get over it. And just was like matter of fact and just kind of rude about it. And I remember thinking, I was like, maybe your Santa Claus is white, but the brother that came down my chimney was a brother. His name was Ralph Emerson Bailey Sr. So I don't know what you're talking about. My Santa Claus is black. What you talking about? Megan, I used to hate her back then. Ugh. She's a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman and a great reporter. I should have followed my dad's advice and just gone to law school because you don't have to practice law, but having a law degree and trying to get into journalism, Abby Phillip, all these young women are getting law degrees not to practice law, but to augment their journalism careers. Because if you know the law, obviously you're a little brighter than a lot of people. If you can finish law school, I mean, you can get a job, with a master's degree or a BA, but you got a law degree, you got something going on for yourself. Let's read a couple of text messages and get the Sam Hill out of here. I'm on my way, apparently out tonight.
Let's see. AG Bondi could release the Epstein files today. She chooses not to. I wonder why.
Well, I mean, you're being the master of the obvious. That's the $64,000 question that everybody is wanting to know. It's what I talked about with one of the listeners. I don't think that the president did anything criminally, but obviously he's trying to hide something. What that is, who that is, nobody knows, but he's going to be in a very awkward position, I do believe, because I think it's going to overwhelmingly pass in the House. I think there are going to be as many as 50, maybe 60, 70 Republicans who join Democrats to release this thing. And then when the senators see how large a number that is and realize that these people who once would not have voted that way are suddenly voting that way, they're going to know that the wind is blowing in a different direction. And American citizens want to get to the bottom of this. And if it's on your record that you voted to hide the Epstein files, that could follow you for whatever next election you have, even if you're a senator and it's not for another 6 years, and very few of them just got elected. So if you're up for re-election in 26, 28, or 30, and Ralph Bailey can run against you, and the first ad that Ralph Bailey runs is, why did Chris Burdick vote no on releasing the Epstein files? That is a tough, tough campaign you're going to have. So in other words, I think it could pass the Senate, which means it's going to end up on Trump's desk. And he's either going to have to sign it or veto it. And at that point, logically thinking, you would say he would have to sign it. But it's Donald J. Trump who believes that he could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. And he might be right. Like I said, it's like betting against Tiger. It's like thinking that Yoshinobu Yamamoto is only going to go 3 innings. You don't bet against Donald Trump. I got to get out of here. Have a great weekend. I want to thank David Brust, Rick Bentley. In the meantime, for Chris Burdick, I'm Ralph Bailey. That's what's really going on. Have a great weekend. I'll wrap to you Monday.
This is AM 1180 KERN Green Acres. This is 96.1 FM Bakersfield. Online.
Oh, that's right. I don't have any freaking glasses. But I lost my pen. There it is. I have no glasses. I've got to do that. Got to go to the dollar store and get some specs. I don't feel like going out. Why don't you call Area 8 and tell them I can't make it? I broke my ankle. I was hauled off in an ambulance. Oh, I got to do these damn promos. Do I have to do a promo? What do I have going on Monday? Oh, the BBC story. I think that's what it was. I was going to do the BBC story. I think. You ready? What did we do today? What did we do today? 3, 2. I think Donald Trump is going to find himself in a tough spot because when they take the vote on the Epstein files, there are going to be an overwhelming number of Republicans in the House that are going to vote yes. And in the Senate, some of those guys are going to have to realize, and gals, that if they vote no, if they vote to hide the Epstein files, it could follow them to their next election. And if it gets to Trump's desk, he's going to have to sign it because if he vetoes it, there's going to be trouble in MAGA land. 3, 2. It's that man. Again, look what's coming up on the Monday TRBS. Well, it's a Monday, so Kathy Abernathy will be here, and we'll have more on the Epstein vote that's coming up next week and whatever else goes on over this big weekend. It's the Ralph Bailey Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. I'll see you Monday.
41 Bible. That's 844-41 Meta shares a community of Christians who've shared more than $9 billion in medical bills. It has worked beautifully for decades. And with so many people re-examining their options right now, seeing premiums going up and up, this is a great time to take advantage of this offer. Just tell them the promo code SHARE and save $100 before November 15th. Call 844-41 That's 844-41 844-41
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.